I ain't even gonna let the beat drop you. They hear that sound, they know what time it is. Yes, sir. Unk and Chico, Sunday Night Live. Live and direct.
It's another Sunday night. It's another Sunday night. Another Sunday night live with Unk and BiggDogg Chico.
Great show incoming. Monterrey, Mexico. It's another one
down.
It's another one, baby.
Portia,
it's another one.
Dance in the house. Another Sunday night live with Unk and BiggDogg. With Unk and BiggDogg.
Monterrey, Mexico in the building.
Debbie Garcia, she was the first one I see. Said, "Oh, now from Waco, Chico,
Waco, Texas." We already international, Unk.
Check Chico.
Another Sunday Night Live. What's happening, Unk, with the old school roll up?
I know how you like when I get gully and roll that thing up like that. So I got a little razor blade right there, a book of matches. Yeah, we about to get sideways in the dirt.
A pack of cool cigarettes rolled up in
your
sleeve.
Right on the sleeve, right next to the booty arm. Since Chuck ain't gonna be here tonight, booty arm will make an appearance.
What a booty arm? No booty arm tonight.
Yeah,
do we have a substitute booty arm?
Man, you can't make it tonight, but I promise y'all at some point in Chuck's absence. But you know what, Chico? Why wait?
Why wait,
Chico? Why wait?
Big booty guys, hump with it.
We give some booty arm.
Put your mamas.
I can't make the Chuck booty arm. Chuck got a good booty arm.
Chuck got a BBL booty arm?
You ain't got a good booty arm like Chuck.
Chuck got a BBL booty arm.
Arizona in the house, Carlton Webb. What up? Charlotte, Miss Maui. Y'all be up late coming from Lower Mississippi. Victor Harris. Hey, man, you know how we do.
Phoenix, Arizona in the building. What's happening? Got two Arizonas in the house.
Got to give a big shout out to Denise Smith, man. SafeDSmith.com. SafeDSmith.com for all your insurance needs. Life, auto, car, home, Chico, booty arm, whatever you're trying to get insured. Get up to Denise Smith, 303-343-3515. Let her know that Unk and BiggDogg Chico, a.k.a. BDC, sent you.
Yes, indeed. She's in the Denver metro area. For everybody out there, the number is, once again, 303-343-3515, or online right now at safedsmith.com. Hit her up. Let her know that you came from Unk and Chico, Woodlands, Texas. Oh, no.
She is absolutely in the Denver metro area, but Chico just say that because he can't pronounce Aurora.
Aurora, Colorado. They said that's where they're what they say, that's the urban part of Colorado, as I've heard back in the day.
A good place for insurance business then. Hit up D Smith, SafeDSmith.com, 303-343-3515.
And thank yourself later. And I always wanted to say this: like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Does I sound like a little radio voice?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, it was radio. It wasn't. It was more radio. The movie about the special kid than it was Radio Raheem. It was radio. Yeah, like it was radio, but it wasn't like
Hey, we had a trainer on our team that other people would call radio. How about that?
Yeah, I bet your ass was right with him too. Hey, Big B Franklin, is there a heart in the house tonight? Hey man, you know what? I think I'm gonna send Chico an Andre Hart clip. Let me see, can I find one from the scrimmage?
Shout out to Coach Hart, man.
Shout out to Coach Hart, man.
I had one already. Let me see.
Yeah, you had the interview one. I think I got some drill clips he was doing that's coming out, tomorrow. But Chico, we can do it right now.
You ain't lying. Yes, indeed. We played. So everybody who came on last night, Saturday Night Live, the special edition after the scrimmage, we appreciate you guys checking in. Y'all saw the exclusive that Unk presented with us, courtesy of Thee Pregame show, Thee Pregame Network.
Yeah.
Y'all check that out from yesterday. We got some more that we could be popping off in a minute. So everybody, we appreciate y'all. Goonsville Clothing in the house. Without a doubt, we appreciate Goonsville.
Debbie
Garcia. Debbie, you ought to be ashamed, Debbie.
Don't do it. It's too early. I know you're the first one in here checking in from Waco, but don't do it.
I'm not going to lie.
Rest in peace, Radio Raheem.
Did you just do the fist with it too?
That's it, man. Love, hate Radio Raheem, man. See, there you go laughing again.
MDJ Original just sent me a text. Ooh, they got some new jackets, custom jackets right now, pre-sale, $190 off the regular price. Price already set on website. Y'all go to mdjoriginal.com and get you some.
Yeah, y'all might want to do that, man. That's an excellent price. I mean, heavy leather material, great for the winter, but you know, you can wear it in the fall as well. Letterman style with the leather sleeves. $190. I mean, you talk about, man, them things might be $250, $350 by the time the season starts. You might want to grab one now.
Make me want to be in a cold weather state just so I can wear them.
Yeah, Chico, you don't need one.
I don't. I'm wearing this now, and damn, I got this long sleeve crew neck on. Damn, they're sweating up here, right? And I got to turn the air on.
You might be able to put that thing on at 3 in the morning, like in December.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Hang that thing up on the back wall. I got the clip getting ready to come in right now, though. But hey, what's been cracking, man? Tell us what's going on today. You still in Boulder where it's cold again, busy? What's been on there?
Speaking of cold, it had a little snow come through yesterday, but just like Boulder's already gone. It's off the streets, off the mountains. It was beautiful on the mountains. I love the way the snow looks on the mountains. I just wish it to stay on the mountains. Like, don't come down here to the street. Let me have the street. You take care of the mountain. Today was, pretty much off day, but coaching staff went in, did some meetings and stuff, and Coach Pryor hit me up and was like, what was I doing? And I told him, chilling at the hotel. He said, let's grab a bite to eat. You ain't got to tell me twice. You think I'm finna turn down a meal? Like, where?
A meal with Coach Prime. Like, damn. Okay, yes, and yes.
Yeah, I do every time, Chico. Act like I'm trying to beat him to pay, but I know he gonna, Yeah, I feel obligated. I feel obligated to reach.
Do you just reach?
I reach real. It's like slow motion reach.
Yeah, like is the reach to let you know that I'm reaching? Like I will
do it. I will. I can, but I ain't really trying to beat you.
Like Charlamagne the God said, he said, "I never pay when I'm around people who have more money than me." He said, "I never pay." Well, how did it go, man? Y'all had lunch?
Yeah, good conversation, man. Just recapping the scrimmage. Well, really the pro day as well as the scrimmage. We had recapped the pro day some the other day via phone call, but recapped that again and just discussed some of the takeaways from the scrimmage, what I saw offensively and defensively, and chopped it up along those lines and whether he agreed or disagreed or that kind of thing. So just talked a little ball and talked about the future of the program, where we headed the rest of this spring and of course across the summer. I thought the scrimmage was, a good scrimmage one. Chico, you heard me say this before when I'm watching practice. There's a lot of things, and you know this as a former player yourself. There's a lot of things that happen in practice that your first time out there with refs, it gets cleaned up. Like, it's good for practice, I guess, for passion. But when you're out there playing the rules, like, you can't do that,
Yeah.
And so I think there might have been about 12 penalties in the scrimmage, which, of course, that has to be cleaned up. And what I'm going to do is just measure that against the next scrimmage. Okay, that's the baseline. That's where we start. We got to come under that as we keep going on. So just some nuances like that, man. But also with some particular players and what we saw from them energy-wise and their command and knowledge of the playbook so far. I think the arrow is pointing up. I really do. We've said it time and time again about this team, even with the absence of a Travis Hunter, Shedeur Sanders, and so many others, that from a depth perception, the team has, gotten better because we have more better. If I could go more better blues on you, we got more better people and not just relying on one or two people now. And that just makes it more better blues. Shout out to Denzel. I think his name was Bleak in Mo Better Blues. Played the trumpet, Spike Lee joint. Where you went to, Chico? You went outside? Oh, Chico pulled a Dukes, y'all. He just break.
Uh-oh, my bad. I don't know what happened. I just disappeared for a minute. I was on that drink.
Like I told you, pulled a Dukes. You just disappeared.
I'm bad. I don't know what happened, man, but I'm back in effect. It happens sometimes out here with the internet, but it's all good.
Absolutely.
Let's see. And also I was pulling up this Coach Hart interview at the same time, and also him going through practice. What was that? Yesterday? This the practice drills from yesterday you was
Yeah,
talking
this would have
about?
been a scrimmage. Yeah, this would have been right, but this would have been, warming up right before the scrimmage.
Okay, well, here
And
we
we
go. I'm
still got
gonna look
some
on screen
inside
right now.
exclusive content dropping on the scrimmage tomorrow and Tuesday, inside look. So
Still dropping the interviews all from this past week.
hey
That's
man,
gonna be
let play
coming
that
up.
sound, man. I want to hear them pass. Take that,
Constant.
rewind that back. I want to hear that sled.
Give me pass popping. Here we go.
Come on. Yeah, left foot, 5 foot. Said hit. 5 foot. Said hit. High ass up. Said hit. Come on. Said hit. Let's go. Said hit. Said hit. Come on. Come on, Wes. Here you go, Wes. Said hit. Come on, Wes. Stay balance. Said hit. Come on. Right in the day, baby. Said hit. Come on. Good. Shoot.
Jog to the next drill. No walking.
No walking. You on the grass, helmets on, and no walking, baby. Such a collision sport, Chico. Such a violent collision sport.
That's what attracted me to it, honestly. Yes, and that's what attracted me to the sport. Just the scrums and the getting dirty and messing up your church clothes after church and getting whoopings for messing up your school clothes and all that stuff in the front yard like that. Getting tackled on the sidewalk, getting up fighting your cousin.
Y'all had sidewalks?
Your cousin. Come on, dog.
Chico, I'm sending you one more from Hart. And again, all of these y'all will be seeing. I love this drill that you're going to see, Chico. And I'm going to explain it while it's on the way to you. You're going under the chute. You heard him just then. Let's go to the chutes. You're going under the chute. And the purpose is to be low, but also keep your eyes up. So you're going to see the coach be at the end of the drill. And he's going with his fingers hold up numbers. And you should be able to make progress through without tripping over the bags. And also call out what number he has up. Because you can't tackle what you can't see, Chico. You got to be, your eyes got to be up if you're going to tackle something.
I was just about to say, why do you think you got to have your eyes up, chat? Uncle Neely, anybody out there, you can't tackle what you can't see. Simple as that. Keep your eyes up so you can know who's coming to block you and what keys to read and all these things. All right, we just got it coming through right here, Uncle Neely. So
Shout out to the coming about 300 watching us live. Y'all make sure you hit that thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe into both channels. Unk and Chico live on this Sunday night. Be back with you Thursday as well. Can I forget morning run tomorrow? We sitting with Unk and BiggDogg Chico. Hey, this a damn period again, y'all. Unk and Chico live 266 here. Don't forget, if you hadn't said where you're from, let us know where you're from. You got a question, drop a question. You want to make sure we see it. Attach $1 with it in that super chat. And Mr. T, Olive Branch, Mississippi, I see you.
Number 55 in the linebacker room is Young Goldberg. If I'm not mistaken.
I think you're exactly right. Trey Woods, Pine Bluff, Arkansas in the house. Trey Woods, I spent a lot of time in Pine Bluff. Y'all had the Wonder Bread girl on that swing. You smell the bread. No, not the bread. You smell the paper mill when you come to town. I used to go to PJ's, the nightclub PJ's. You don't know about that, Trey Woods.
It sounds like one of them clubs you walk in, one way in, one way out.
Man, PJ's was in the middle of nowhere. In the biggest nightclub. You thought it was in Dallas or Atlanta or something. Swimming pool in there, acrylic dance floor.
Swimming pool in that club?
Yes.
What? What's going on?
Yes.
What?
Yes. In Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Yes. PJ's. Shout out to PJ's.
You got to tell us more about
Trey
that.
Wood said, yep, stank city because the city stank. You know you made the Pine Bluff when you smell it. And yeah, PJ's with the pool. I'm telling you, Chico, I ain't making this up.
Listen. I love my city, but it's the same thing where I come from because there's a paper mill there. If anybody know about a paper mill, when that thing running, it can stink up the whole city real bad, man. So Hammer Mill, shout out to y'all. It's a good paying job, but I always say I never want to work there. You're going to come home and have the whole house stink.
Daryl Route says you hitting the bone real quick when you be going off screen. He said he heard that water bubbling.
Go back.
Take it back.
Hit. Come on.
Here we go.
God damn it, get your fucking eyes up and look where you're going. Go back. Go back, say it.
You like that, don't you, Ugly?
Hey, man, if you ain't cussing to me, you don't love me. That's what I say. I grew up my mama cussing to me. That's love language.
Yeah.
Hit, come on. 2, 4, 1. And hit. 1, 4, 2. Good feet don't come together. Sad hit. 2, 4, 2. Good feet don't come together. Sad hit. 1, 4. Good.
Man, I just wanted to stop it again because y'all know I do it. They're running under the chute right here, which they got to get low to get up under. And to have your eyes up, a lot of people naturally raise up when they put the eyes up, and get taller. But Coach Hart is, training them basically to stay low so you can still be in a good tackling position, but you can see where you're headed. And that's why he's holding up his fingers, calling out the numbers, letting the players call out the numbers.
Let's go, stand here.
And you'll also see they're weaving around some bags too. So you got to look up, but your mind tells you to look down so you won't trip over the bags.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you raise up too much, you're gonna hit your head on the chute. And so you'll know when somebody messing up. If you see a bag move or a head hit that chute, you're doing something wrong.
Exactly.
Go. 1, 4, 1. Good. Come on. Stand in. Don't get scared, Joe. 2. Let's go. Good. Come on. Stand in.
Gotta have that athletic ability right there. Like somebody said in the chat the other day, y'all know Chico can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Well, that's what that is right there. You got to be able to keep your head down, good position, get your feet up over the bags and around the bags, and also be able to see the numbers that coach are holding up. Let's see. We got a couple of questions right here, and we got some coming through my text. Okay. What are your expectations for the what is that, Unk? Help me out right there. I feel like I'm Ocho right now. What are your expectations for the spectacle surrounding the spring game this year in comparison to year one?
First, let me say this, Chico. There's nothing wrong with getting help. Shout out to you.
I know ain't nothing wrong with getting help.
It's same thing like on defense. Like we tell our players, if you don't know, say something. Like look to the sideline.
Raise my hand.
Yeah, say something.
But half the time I do it for the chat though.
No, I know that.
Why they gonna say he lying?
I know that. You dumb, but you ain't dumb.
He ain't lying.
So you learn how to make a joke of being dumb, but you ain't dumb. You ain't for real dumb.
You gotta wake the chat up, man. You gotta wake the chat up. Look, a big pic chiming in now. Look at that. That's when the chat start waking up. That's what I'm talking about. Big word.
Spectacle. Now, I would imagine, man, whatever takes place for the spring game, naturally it's not going to have the fanfare of year one with Coach Prime arriving, or the fanfare year two when knowing this, all of the big names players last year. But I think there'll be a lot of interest, and people want to see both of these new quarterbacks because we're going to have a new quarterback. I think it'll be a lot of interest, and people want to see the receivers. And most of all, I think people want to see the offensive line and see if there's going to be a run game at the spring game. There may be like a curve or two to it where it's more like of a fan fest where you get to actually see the drills, a full-out scrimmage of just playing the whole time. But I expect it, to be what it always is when just a Coach Prime production,
Man, chat, wow, man. I'm loving what the running game gonna bring. We got some surprises coming too by the time the spring game is over with. So y'all stay tuned for that. I think it's going to be some big time additions that could happen to Colorado because we always see this at the end of the spring. Some guys leaving, some guys going. So it's not anything I'm revealing right now. That's like we don't know it's going to happen, but there will be some additions coming. There will be some subtractions. So this is not the full team. The same thing Coach Prime said the last 3 or 4 years. This is not the full team that you're going to see coming this summer that you're seeing right now in the spring. So hold your
absolutely, absolutely. You said that perfectly. Like these are assumptions and probabilities based on just knowing ball. When that spring portal opens up, we're going to have some people leave. When that spring portal opens up, you're going to have some people come. And so what you're looking at right now in Colorado football, by no means is that team that's going to report back here June 2nd for summer conditioning or the last week of July for fall camp. That's just the nature of college football now. So what I do expect to happen, knowing, what Coach Prime brings to the table, Ray Forsett, a.k.a. Pretty Tony, and Corey Phillips in the recruiting department, the team will get better. Like we're gonna add people that can actually that will help us, And so one of the things that's always happened since Coach Prime's been coaching college ball, whether it's Jackson State to now, that the arrivals are always add more than the departures take away.
I was kind of smiling right there because somebody brought up the viral clip from Coach Prime telling the players while the scout was telling them how to line up on the line and run the 40s and stuff. And Coach Prime came on there and told them basically, hey, man, you just met him. Y'all rely on what you guys have been working on the past 8 weeks to run this 40
Absolutely.
time.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to see what Uncle Neely had to say about that.
Well, I think stuff like that goes viral because it comes a little clickbaitish. I seen somebody had theirs titled like he said the F word, like F this dude, which we all know he didn't say that. And I was at LSU.
He didn't say that.
I was a agent trainer, LSU's trainer, a pro day in 2017, and I literally texted with a guy represented then who's still in the league, and we were talking about how you have to do what you were trained to do and not try to change something that day. And so whoever that was, well-intended as they may be, he was giving them some advice for their starting and what to do when they have been working on this. And Coach Prime was like, don't look, y'all don't listen to him.
Yeah.
Y'all have been working. Y'all are ready for this moment. Block out any last-minute things and do what you have been trained to do. Relax and do what you've been trained to do. He didn't say F that man or be disrespectful to that man in any kind of way. He was doing what a head coach should do. He knows how to communicate with his guys and bring the best out of them.
Exactly. I didn't see anything wrong with it. It was just funny, some of the guys' faces, but I didn't see anything wrong with it. And a guy like Coach Prime, a lot of head coaches that I know, they're no nonsense like that anyway. They don't have time to come over there and be like, I'm sorry. Listen, man, listen, this is what it is. Y'all know him. Do what you're supposed to be doing. Da 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 da. You got a problem with that, dog? Get over it. We got stuff to do today. You know what I'm saying? So
last time I checked, it was Colorado's building. Who's the head coach of Colorado?
He ain't lying. It's Coach Prime, the one.
So you gonna listen to a man visiting your house, or you gonna listen to the man whose house it is?
Come on now. You gotta preach now. Keep preaching to him, to the choir out here. 420 up in here on the chat, just for everybody, listening in and checking in. Let's see it. That was Frank Prime told the receivers, do you on that 40? Yes. Thanks for the coverage, Big on Pro Day. Thank you very much.
I think we had a super go by too. I see a membership as well. Oliver Jackson, appreciate that membership.
I can't see the ones on the color real good. Daryl Rout became a YouTube member. It looked like it says.
I got it. Jermaine King. Thanks for all the Pro Day coverage this weekend. $1.99. Hey King, I appreciate first and foremost, appreciate that super chat. And I got, man, hats off. If I had a better hat, I'd do that with it. Hats off, BiggDogg Chico, producer Scoop. I don't know if y'all know, man, but that was 5 hours and 22 minutes live, non-damn stop of covering. No one else did that. Like when we started, probably Chico 2 hours before ESPN and NFL Network did, and they probably went an hour after them. Had interviews that they didn't have, that they didn't get. That was part of the conversation with Coach Prime. He was so impressed with the people that we had interviews with and the time we spent with them. He didn't get to see it, of course, live, but has gone back and watched it. So he loved that. Man, what a labor of love and Herculean task, man. But we got it done. Yes. 5 hours, 22 minutes live.
And I don't think we had 17 people in with us to help us out to do this, shoot this, run this cable. Do it. We did everything ourselves, Coach.
Yep, we got it done. Shout out to Taylor and Terrace. Even though I had to get on Terrace's ass a couple times, he's still. Hey, part of me getting on Terrace now is to watch Chico laugh. I ain't gonna lie.
The man posted him a nice post today, and you comment on there. What'd you say? It was nice until the end.
Did you see the end?
And then I saw it. I was like, you know what? I understand why.
See, y'all be mad at me for saying it, but y'all agree with it.
Boy,
that man had professional post, professional post, professional post, professional post. posing in the bathroom mirror. Like, come on, dog. Come on, dog. Use the head. You got to learn how to win, man. Take a knee, get out the game. Like, it's over. Victory formation.
Oh, so you got to learn how to
I'm gonna run one more play. I ain't gonna like this one.
Take the win when you're ahead. Let me see. Miss NY's finals. What does that say? What job? What does that say, Unc?
Great job with covering pro day. Will you be doing the same for draft day? We do have something special cooking for draft day as well. Yes, Miss NY finals. Stay tuned. Particularly for the first round, for sure. And we'll see time-wise what we do on the Friday and Saturday for the rest of the rounds.
All right, let's go real quick. We got a couple of segments coming up. Maybe we'll have
I didn't get to see it, Chico.
Hollywood, the super chat. No.
It was one after that said NFL something.
This one? No, wait.
No, it said, yep. San Med said, okay, y'all made NFL Network look like rookies. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Saw that one.
No, I saw NFL right. You know how I am with abbreviations. My mind was like, what the hell that mean?
Oh, okay. Let me see. I'm gonna have been trying to. Let's say DJ Big O 317. We should email DM spoke with Dukes about sponsors. Please respond. I want to see the pregame show then. All right, we'll do that. Hit us up.
I'll check the email tonight, man. Uncle, make sure you send it now to Uncle Neely at the THEE pregameshow.com. Uncle Neely at the pregameshow.com.
Yes. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. All right.
Why you going by so fast, man? What you doing?
People always hating when you're building greatness.
Go back some. Like you just like running. You got somewhere to go.
I'm just going through them, man. Let them go through. You want to read them all? Go ahead.
Can we read them?
Y'all made it. I thought we did that one already. Let's go. Here we go.
This dude, Chad. I'm sorry, Chad. I don't know what Chico doing.
I can hardly see him. I'm trying to put them up so you can read them.
Hey, Jermaine King, I love me some Sausage Southern. Them some Mississippi boys with a barbecue place in Denver. They do a lot to support the team. I don't know what the JB challenge is, but if it is involving barbecue, JB gonna damn lose. me and Coach had barbecue tonight, Chico. We went to a barbecue place. We went to, I think it's called Georgia Boys. Shout out to Georgia Boys.
Shout them out. Georgia Boys. Shout out to Georgia Boys Barbecue. In Boulder?
No, it's more toward Longmont. I be getting these towns confused. I don't know when the lines change, but I think it was in Longmont.
Jasmine Neely said we want to be red. I heard that. Make sure we put them up there so we can be red.
Chico just hit the damn button. He's just like,
I'm gonna stop doing it like that now. I'll make sure.
Yeah, speaking of mics for Pro Day, we had mics for Pro Day, but Dukes walked off with it.
You saw Champ Bailey at the facility today.
Yeah, I got an interview with Champ Bailey dropping, man.
Nice.
Yeah, we got an interview with Champ dropping. Good dude.
And he had his son there with him too, right?
Yeah, he did. And Coach Prime said, man, I don't know if this is legal, but if you're anything like your dad, I'm offering you a scholarship right now.
He did right. I think he's a big track star too.
JB went over to Saucy Southern and ate a 4-meat meal in 15 minutes. Okay, man, come on. Give me something easy to do. Give me something easy to do, though. I mean, I thought y'all finna come with something. I ain't know y'all was playing. That's all. That's what we doing.
We all think Charlotte will land in the draft 3rd or 4th round.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is available.
That ain't me, is it?
No, that was me. I was calling JB right now. Play with me. I'll go. He's gonna get this challenge right now.
Man, I'm not really a I like barbecue. I'm not really. I've never really been a big barbecue eater. Even back in the day with the barbecue chicken and stuff, I used to be the guy that would eat the chicken right off the grill before you put the barbecue sauce on there. No? Am I by myself, chat? Where y'all at? I know I'm not by myself with that. I just want the seasoned chicken with the barbecue flavor on there. No barbecue sauce. They're saving offered seven graders, so we good. Missing out on barbecue? Mm-hmm. Is there a certain type of barbecue sauce you like, Unk?
Now I hate to even say this because somebody in the chat is gonna like damn pause me or something. When you meat good, you ain't gotta have sauce.
But I thought that was okay. There's got to be a debate question right here. Has to be a debate question.
Yeah.
Is it barbecue without the sauce? Or can it be barbecue? Okay. As long as it's barbecue grill.
Is the way the way the meat is cooked. And the sauce is named after barbecue. It's barbecue sauce. It's sauce for barbecue. But like I said, the best meat, the best prepared barbecue doesn't need sauce for flavoring.
Okay. What would be the best?
Now, hold on now.
Well,
don't take that. That's to mean I don't like sauce. I'm gonna drown my shit in sauce. But I'm just letting you know that the sauce don't make the meal. Like you should always eat your barbecue without sauce first.
To check it and make sure.
It's like you ever see people sit down to eat and they just start putting salt on shit before they even taste it.
Mm-hmm.
Like how you know it needs salt yet?
Chico can't be from Bama and not what barbecue sauce and not love barbecue.
Like, yeah, I thought the same thing, but I wasn't gonna say nothing.
No, I see. I like, as Unk described it, I love barbecue chicken. I don't care for the ribs or the pork or anything like that. I like barbecue chicken without the sauce. So Unk clarified it. So I'm still eating barbecue.
Yeah, Brown 90 women, they gave me 100 Unk. They get it. It's, they understand what I'm saying. Victor Harris' mama with me. God damn, man, we can't read as fast as you hitting the button. Like we ain't go to school with you, Chico. You just both see all the way down, turn your paper in. We actually read our questions.
Chico, you like real chicken. Just say you like real chicken, big dog. All right. I like the barbecue wings too. What's the best part of the chicken, Unk? Season, dog.
I mean, just overall the breast, but you can't beat a nice leg quarter on a barbecue grill either, though. If I'm barbecuing, it's the leg quarter. That's the leg and the thigh.
Yeah.
I bet he does CFB football trucks. He one of them. His food can't touch.
My food? I ain't one of them, dog. I'm not one of them.
I ain't care what Coach Brian thought about it. He had the barbecue wings. Let me tell on him. He had barbecue wings. I had a pulled pork sandwich. And my two sides was macaroni and the other one baked beans. And you know what I did?
What you do? Mix it all together.
I ate about a quarter of the mac and cheese and about a quarter of the baked beans, and then pulled them together, stirred them up. Country.
Yucky. I mean, I can do it. I'm not one of those people who, don't let it touch. Don't let it touch. I don't care. Because collard greens and cornbread, black eyed peas, I mix them things up all together. I can eat them with my mom, like this, with my hands. If I really go country with it.
Oh, you take my grandma used to do that. She's eat her cornbread and greens with her fingers. She mush them up together.
My mom would do it right now. My mom would do it right now with the forks right here next to her. Why are you doing that? You ain't got to do that.
Because you went out to Hawaii and now you eating with chopsticks.
But you ain't got to do that, mama. Oh, I know.
So Ken, the Pregame Network, salute to the wrenches and salute to the chats. Smash the like button. Now, what's the wrenches?
Maybe it meant the trenches.
Oh, winches? Well, I don't know. Well, whatever it is, hit the like button. That's what Ken said.
Got a $30 super chat just came true. Oh, appreciate it.
I'm gonna read it. CBJ 520.
He did it.
You had me laughing so hard, trying to get everyone in place and prepared to get the content at the pro day. Let me tell you something, dog. Good help is hard to find, man. You know, Chico, is 4 hours away, Hawaii. I'm sitting up on the platform by myself, and Chico trying to give out damn directives. Hey, go get dude. How am I gonna get him? Well, text him, call him. His phone is right here. like he left his phone here. Then Terrence don't know how to come back and check in. He's just a damn kid. I'm yelling in the gym, Terrence, just trying to get his attention. Chico laughing. The funniest one though to me, CBJ. Who's that dude? I can't remember the name. CJB, whatever. Is when Chico overheard me, which means the chat. Yeah, CBJ. When Chico overheard me, which means the chat overheard me, when I told Terrence, you're not gonna make it to the fall.
I'm like, how you gonna tell the man that, dog? Boy, you could that right there. If you're a football player or athlete, a coach tell you something like that, that can break your damn spirit. It depends. Now you got to be a certain type of player, but if you're not of that caliber, it will break your damn spirit. It's like what they do in the military. We're looking for the guys that we're trying to break. You know, these guys to get them up out of here. That's what we're doing. That's what Unk does. Well, you ain't gonna make it to the fall, dog.
Told that man in April. You know, I can see now. You're not gonna be around the fall. Chico, let me ask you this.
I don't really care for the smoked meat too much. I like the smoked fish though. Smoked ahi.
Chico, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
You play ball.
Mm-hmm.
College and pro.
Mm-hmm.
What's harder, August or April?
What's harder?
Yeah, the month of August or the month of April?
Oh. In terms of what, Unk?
In terms of football, in terms of practice, in terms of getting ready.
And stuff? Ooh.
I mean, you know damn well it's August because you're out there 2 days. Like, you know it's August.
Yeah. Well, it's not really 2 days.
Here's my point, Chico. Here's my point.
You're right.
I know I'm right. Thank you, T-Voltage. It's August. So if somebody ain't performing in April, what the hell you think they're going to do in August?
Yeah.
So
right.
Now, hold on now. September is the fall. I'm just letting you know, based on what I'm seeing in April, no, you're not going to make it to the fall.
Mm-hmm. Same thing with the players. You know, with the evaluation of the players. And that's why some of them don't make it all the way to the summer because of that. You know, you didn't make it through the spring like this. You didn't show what we expected of you in the spring. So we don't need to see anything else in August because it's only going to get worse.
And that was before the portal. Now we got the portal. Hey man, you might want to go check your options.
Hey, man, y'all call me the little boy from Ray Charles again. We're gonna have a problem. I'm gonna fight y'all in the chat.
Well,
who's the W best twin mommy too? Oh, and I'm just reading the chat. I didn't read who it was from. And you gonna do okay. I got
Jasmine said I'm gonna take his spot, and then Brush 813 said no, he gonna get right. I believe he gonna get right for summer too. I really do. Terrence my guy. I just be motivating.
No, Terrence came back and made some what was that? The footage he put out today?
Yeah, here's what Terrence got. Terrence is good with that footage. Terrence forgets sometimes, and he's looking at stuff with his eyes instead of looking at it through the camera. It's like, dude, you got your camera on your hip. Like, why don't you film it? If it's interesting enough for you to look at it, maybe it's interesting enough to film it.
Great point. Hey, for anybody out there aspiring content creators, camera people, there you go.
Hey, Miss Maui just said what I said. Put Miss Maui back up. What she said. Terrence just got to learn to focus on the content and not just be like if you're gonna be there and the camera in your hand, film it.
Right. We care about you, Chico. We appreciate it.
No, who the hell is we? Who you speaking for? You got a mouse in your pocket? People from France. Oh, who the hell is we? We care about you.
Got a mouse in your pocket.
I'm trying to figure out who behalf she's speaking of. One person saying we, you French. We don't give a damn about Chico.
Why you say, put your sunglasses back on? I need to put mine on because this light hurting. Y'all don't understand looking at these lights.
My ass too. I should put them on.
Y'all don't understand looking at these lights, dog. My eyes burning.
We're gonna do the GoFundMe.
Oh, I just did this on camera, Unk.
It was on top of your head.
It was on top of my head the whole time. Oh, we in the building. Oh, now let's go, baby.
You know your hair is brick hard when you got something on top of it. Don't know it.
Oh no. I've been suffering this whole time. My glasses on top of my head. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Oh my gosh. Unk, what's up? Let's start the show again. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we're here live for Unk and Chico. We're back once again from the pineapple to the big apple. Everybody from around the world listening in. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you, baby, for joining in. We back. I can see you now. What's happening? What's up, Unk?
BJ Nelson, don't wreck, baby. Don't wreck.
Yes, I feel like we started the show now. I don't know what the hell we was doing before. Let's go. Oh, man. All right, Unk. Make sure my glass is right, man. Shout out to Blenders. Hit that like button.
Football trenches, it varies how many plays they use before scrimmage. It varies. Just say 30. Because, you got to get the ones and the twos in there. Really, let me tell you something that's done happen in college football, Chico, with the portal. You really don't have threes no more.
Nah.
Because you got your ones, right?
Yeah.
And you got the twos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't twos believe to be ones?
Yep.
So they start transferring, and then the threes move up. So you really got a team of 1 and 2s now across college football.
Man, the transfer portal, man, and just players, high school kids getting money to sign right now is just unbelievable. Like kids getting offered $250,000, $500,000. That's like life-changing money for some people, And
I take it.
And
hey,
to be
Chico,
able to get
we both country, right? You know you country. I know I'm country.
Then a bow-legged chicken.
Sharon one said, "I thought y'all were calling that kid terrorist." It's terrorist. Terrorist.
Let's see people
but
say
Chico,
Terrence and everything.
I don't want to leave you off that money tip, man. Do you know what they're projecting next year? The top player in college basketball. They're projecting next year the top player in college basketball to be $5 million.
Oh,
to sign them, to recruit them, to sign them.
Right. Oh man, it's professional sports coming up now, man. That's all it is. It's just gonna be a whole nother league. It's gonna be. I think you're gonna lose what's Power 4 now. Eventually, you're gonna lose those conferences, I think, and it's gonna go what the NFL. It's 2, right? NFC, AFC. You're gonna have the same thing, I think, in college football eventually.
I totally agree. I think in the next 8 to 10 years, you're going to have a dissolving, so to speak, of the Power 4, and they're going to be State Farm East versus All-State West, and you're going to have 30 teams over here and 30 teams over here with divisions and set up just like the NFL, and it's just going to be corporate money that sponsors all of it.
Yeah, because the money is there, and there's so many people like the owner of Barstool Sports, Dave Portnoy. He's been putting unlimited money behind his alma mater of Michigan, So if that becomes the case, it's just going to be a bidding war for all the best players coming out of high school and guys who are entering the portal.
Absolutely,
so they gotta find some type of way to get a handle on that, man.
And that's why they're projecting $5 million for the top basketball player.
Mm-hmm. Man, if you were still managing players and you had a basketball player who was the top guy, and it's between a school that's probably best for him basketball wise, or you have another school that's offering that big bag, what would you advise him to do?
Well, without knowing all of the details, right? Because here's one thing why I'm not mad at players. We still operate in a world that I don't care if it's the Kentucky Wildcats or the Alabama Crimson Tide in football. 98% of people you're talking about will not be going pro. So this is your first and last time to truly make money playing a sport, because the NFL, NBA is not guaranteed. So in that regard, depending on your family situation, your financial, family background, I'm not mad at you for going for what you got now, because that next one ain't promised.
Right.
But let's say that you're one of those guys that, barring an injury, that you know this dude is going pro. Then you would want to go to that program. If it was basketball where you got to do this 1 year, you want to go to that program, where you can one and done it and get some development, get your body right, and get ready for the NBA. Football, you got to play 3 years or to a certain age, so it's a little different there. But I'm not mad at anybody, any kid that's in the portal in any sport and doing it for financial gain for their family, because the truth is, no matter what you think about it or say about it, 98% I'm not going to the next level anyway. So this is it.
And I think most people, well, I can speak for myself. I know I played for one, go to Division I football and to get and make money to as much as I can, as long as I can, playing a sport, playing a game, technically not working in my book. So that's all I wanted to do. And I said I would take that money and invest it so that I don't have to work the rest of my life after being done playing football. So, that's the way I looked at it. I know a lot of people look at it and they get the big bag or they get the money, they get the contract, and they immediately start trying to live a certain lifestyle that they wasn't living before all of this happened. Like, do you really need a 17-bedroom mansion now because you're in the league?
No, because first thing you got to consider, whatever you're getting, half of it is already gone.
Half of it's gone.
So if you got $5 million, you really got 2.5. And then if you go out there and create $2.5 million worth of expenses, what are you going to do next year?
Right.
Like, so you got to live in a situation where your expenses don't exceed the revenue on an ongoing basis. You want to have enough revenue that it can replicate itself, in some kind of interest earning account or some kind of investment account. So that's the only way to make it last, because the truth is, most of the people watching this show right now in this chat has had $1 million in their life. If you add up every damn dime you've ever made from that job, at McDonald's, to now, but your expenses ate it up.
Yeah. You ain't lying. So how important is it for Coach Prime to be instilling financial literacy to all of his players who have been receiving all this NIL type of things and name, image, and likeness and stuff like that, business deals and all the things? How important is that for Coach Prime to instill this into his players?
I mean, it's very important for him. He wants people, to make it. He wants everybody to win. And that included his assistant coaches. You got to remember, Chico, it seems like a long time ago, but when he first got here to Colorado with his first staff, one of his first staff meetings, he had a financial planner there talking to them about what to do with their money while they're working in Colorado, living somewhere else, how to set up an LLC for it. Because you got to keep in mind, a lot of these folks who came here under his staff were making significantly less than they were coming into this job. And so it's real easy to travel somewhere for work and leave all the money you've made there, versus protecting and keeping and learn how to do things. So he does it with his staff. He does it with his players. And I think he really has put something out there as a blueprint, for all of college football and all of college sports. Is like, okay, if you're going to drop a bag on these kids, if you really care about them, train them how to keep it.
Yeah. Miss Portia Harrison said, I read where Michael Vick told his players if they need to hit the portal, the transfer portal, to seek a better NIL deal for themselves, he's okay with that. So he's basically encouraging them. If you guys see a better deal, go get it.
You know what that is, Chico?
What's that?
That's love, cuz.
That's love, cuz.
Let's love. Like, why would you want somebody to do worse for themselves just to be around you?
Nah.
Like, if you really care about somebody, man, like, you hear people all the time, oh, man, y'all shouldn't show Chef Solomon so much. Somebody going to steal him away. Oh, man, this coach is going to eventually leave. Everybody get to see how he coaches. Oh, and? Okay. Like, they're not the last coaches of chefs. Like, why would you want somebody to not grow just so you can have them?
Right.
And so Coach Prime feels the same way about players who transfer when the portal opens and guys think that they got a better opportunity, whatever that opportunity is. That opportunity could be financial. It could be playing time. It could be a better future, be closer to home, closer to girlfriend, whatever you think that better opportunity is. Why would I try to talk you out of what you think is best for you? Just because you being with me is best for me? No, I'm gonna help you be successful. If that's where you want to go, let me help you get there.
All right, guys. Y'all let us know in the chat what you think about this subject and topic, NIL deals and so on. Let's see here. Let's see. I got something else I wanted to
You
ask
ain't got
you
nothing.
about right here.
You ain't got a damn thing.
And it's called we can either do your Mount Rushmore, because we had the debate last week about Joker, right? We go a little basketball right here. We're talking about Joker.
Yeah.
That's been a hot topic right now with all the points he's scoring, the MVPs he's having, and the MVPs being skewed in the past. We're gonna go Mount Rushmore. Who are your Mount Rushmore of NBA centers?
How many people on Rushmore? 4?
It's 4 people.
Shaq,
Diesel,
Wilt, Elijah Wan, As much as I do want to say Russell, I'm hesitating. Let me see. Shaq, Wilt, Elijah Wan. Give me Russell. Give me Bill Russell.
I just thought about this when you said that. Are there any, like, all of those Hall of Fame centers that was when Shaq was playing, and Kareem, even Hakeem, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson, all Hall of Famers? Is Joker playing against a lot of Hall of Famers at the center position? Doesn't look. I'm trying to think. I see Embiid.
And look at, and I'm not blaming Joker for this. Look at how many times Embiid doesn't play when they play Denver.
All right. And then AD is really a 4.
Andy Glass. Oh yeah, White Vet. That's who I was trying to remember. Give me Kareem over Bill Russell. Kareem.
Oh, you didn't say Kareem. Okay, yeah. Kareem, of
So,
course.
Kareem, Shaq, Wilt, and Elijah Wan. Yeah,
Ooh.
I said Russell because I couldn't remember who I was really trying to think of, but Kareem was the captain is who I missed.
I'm going to go Kareem, Shaq, Wilt. Damn. My friends used to love Elijah Wan, but I was a Laker fan so much, I didn't allow myself to really root for anybody else. But Elijah Wan was tough. So I think those are the 4 GOATs at the center position, dog.
Yeah, for me, Elijah Wan's footwork was crazy, man.
And his defense was very underrated, even though I think he averaged like 2 blocks a game. It still was underrated, man. He was a great defender also. Shout out to Patrick Ewing. That question was on Nightcap? I didn't know that.
I was about to say, let me entertain Carlton Webb for a second. Chico took that question for, I guess he mean from Nightcap. Facepalm, ha, ha, ha. Let's pretend for a second you did. So?
Like, and what you trying to say?
Like, what's the problem? Like, they got a question copyright? Like it's a discussion. If he was to sit here and ask me, what's my favorite hamburger? Like, somebody else has been asked that question too somewhere. I don't mean he took it from them.
And guess what? Exactly. They must have got us from somewhere also, because the thing been trending on social media all week.
I would tell you this, Chico. I would tell you this. But it said, buckle up, Chico. Here comes some shit.
Yeah, wrong with him.
Nightcap done used our footage. We ain't never used theirs.
He ain't lying.
Huh? What you say now in the back? Oh, we'll wait till you say something in the chat now.
Hey, John Gray said Neely with the beanie don't play. I told Chico when I put it on tonight, I said, hey, man, I put the beanie on it, roll up. It mean I'm with the shit now.
For real,
I had to be safe from Oz. I put it up there like that on them top middle.
Man. Oh, man. Anyways, chat. Let's go here, guys. Let's go.
Sir Ken said Ben Wallace. Okay. Undersized.
I like Big Ben.
HBCU. Ralph Sampson.
Y'all know where he's from, right? I know
y'all have about the same.
You can tell, huh? Got the Big Ben. Whitehall, Alabama. He's from I think 10 minutes outside of my hometown, Selma, Alabama. Shout out to Whitehall.
I wonder if he had his glasses on top of his hat. Would he know they was up there though?
I don't know, but I was so happy when I found them. See, they was out of the camera shot, so I couldn't see them, and of course you can't feel them.
Of course you can't.
Yeah, of course you can't feel it, man. They're on top of your head.
That's the part I don't know about. What's the of course I feel shit on my head. Like, what are you talking about?
Once they're up there in your hair, you got to throw. You can't feel them. They're just up there now.
I don't think it's the throw part. I think it's the firmness.
Firm. Yes, my hair is nice and firm. I put no chemicals, only juices and berries.
Somebody said a couple weeks ago that Chico haircut was like a helmet, like he just take it off and set it down and put it back on.
Somebody said it was Velcro. The Velcro.
RJ Ball and Tim Duncan is a power forward to me. I don't have him listed as a center. David Robinson was a center.
Yes, of course. Oh man, got a lot of things going on.
He is special.
Practice coming up this week.
Lawrence Moses Malone is a good one. Come on, MD. Come on, Bill Lambier. Come on now. Stop it.
He's from Detroit. That's why.
We appreciate the discounts on the jackets. You know, you made the announcement early in the show, but you can't come in because you're Detroit now. We know that. Look, we know you're from Motown.
Bill Lambier, James Edwards with the mustache, with the motorcycle mustache.
Buddha.
James Edwards, boy. Old school player. I remember being on the project courts with old school basketball players. And, you know, if you're on the court and you're a young guy and you're on the court, if they don't have enough players, they might pick you. Or if they know that you will play hard, they might pick you, right? I remember them picking me and said, Chico, listen. Shout out to Greg. I still remember his name, Greg, from the project, GWC. Said, Chico, listen. You get the rebounds and you pass it to me. Don't shoot nothing.
I'm in the little man instructions. Yeah.
The little man instructions. And you like what? Okay, I get to play with big boys. Okay.
Yeah. Just
follow hustling like hell.
all the rebounds. Getting your knees up just to give another joker the ball.
Just to give another dude the ball, man. Look out for Greg. Greg just want to shoot that thing.
Kemba Mutombo was awesome. Tyrese Allen, when you say Bill Walton, I think you mean Bill Walton. In college, exceptional. Them foot injuries and knees and stuff gave out in the NBA. I think Walton, the healthy Walton, his entire NBA career, I think he would be a Rushmore candidate.
Chico, next week I'm on the island. What up? Man, ain't nothing shaking. Potato chips or bacon. Let me know. Where you going to be? Waikiki? Well, I'm a little bit away from Waikiki, but enjoy yourself. Maybe
you know one thing I don't know a damn thing about, Chico?
What you don't know about?
Them damn islands out there. Like I don't Honolulu. I thought it just wasn't. You know, I'm from West Jackson. When you say Hawaii is one island, but it ain't one island. It's a bunch of them.
No, it's a chain of islands. It's a chain of islands.
So what do you like? Like if you coming from the States, from the mainland, you land on the big one, then take boats or smaller planes to the other ones?
Oh no, actually, there are not even any boats that go island to island. You know, like in the Caribbean, there's not any boats that go island to island. You will land. They have flights that go to the Big Island, flights that go to Maui, flights that come here, which is the most populated island, which is Oahu. So if you want to go to Maui, usually you will fly into Honolulu and then take a 20-minute flight to Maui, or I think a 45-minute flight to the Big Island. But those are less populated islands than Oahu, of course. This is where the tourists come.
You in Oahu?
Yes, I'm in Oahu. I'm where Obama has his compound. He went and bought the Magnum PI compound, and he got a nice one out there on the beach in Waimanalo.
Okay.
Shout out to Waimanalo too, man. If you say Waimanalo, you got to say God's country. You got to give him a shout out. Shout out to T-Mac, Teteroa McMillan. He's from Waimanalo, looking to get drafted coming up in just a couple of weeks, man. The NFL draft coming up. Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, looking to be top 10 picks. And as Unk said, and we so nice. I see that shirt right there, the Heisman with Travis Hunter. As Unk said before, though, you got two guys who are going to be top 10 picks. You had 14 other guys out there working out at Pro Day. You had every team represented from the NFL. As Unk said, all of those teams are not picking in the top 10, obviously. So they're there to look at other guys, not just Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter. Just for a nice recap for everybody listening in, if you're just joining in, Unk going to let us know, if you don't mind, Unk, some of the guys that stood out to him.
Oh, I think they all stood out. That's one of the conversations I had with Coach Prime early this evening. Is I really don't think out of our 16 players that we had a guy who quote unquote hurt themselves. And you have to understand that this whole process is for them to drive the cost down. Like they're looking for flaws. They're looking for a reason for you not to be that guy. And I don't think anybody added a coin to the side of I'm not that guy. I think everybody either maintained their draft stock or where they're looking at falling or increased it. Because I don't think anybody had like a fall off, negative performance whatsoever. And that's counting, from their measurements way through, their cone drills and interviews with us. I think everything was, on par. I was talking to Coach Prime and I said, look, man, we had Bentley and BJ Green on the stage with us, and literally Sean Payton, the head coach of the Denver Broncos, was waiting right in front of our table for them to get done with interviews and talk to him. Like, and they let their names one Sanders or Hunter, so I think everybody increased their stock. But I'm gonna tell you this, Chico. The more and more I think about it, and we have been discussing it a couple times on this show now, on all the shows that we do throughout the week. This should do it to the Saints, man. I'm not only liking it, I'm starting to fall in love with it, man. Because like I said before, when I just look at the NFC South, I think that is, when you look at the status of the 4 teams in that division, only Atlanta has their quarterback for the quote unquote future. And he's only like 5 games more experienced than Shedeur at this point in Penix. Baker Mayfield, best years are behind him. He'll be on the way out. Carolina Panthers are in the quarterback market. Saints with Shedeur Sanders, you could literally command and control that division for years to come. You got a sound offensive mind down there in Kellen Moore, who's offense coordinator at the Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Like the more and here's the thing, and I did say this to Coach Prime tonight. I said, and if people out there are worried about ego, it's still a top 10 pick. Yeah. The Saints, without trading up, are at 9, and if they feel like he won't be there at 9, they can do some things, to get there. They got some pieces and things they could do to get there. I think culturally, Shedeur matches that city, that environment, that vibe. You're playing in a dome. One of your major opponents plays in a dome in Atlanta. The other 2 opponents, hell, it ain't snowing, in Carolina or Tampa. And that's your division. I like it, man. I like it.
I like it a
lot.
So
the more and more people drive down his stock, and it looks like that could happen. And here's the other thing about New York, and I'm not backing off this. The way Shedeur Sanders has been raised and the way he's been trained and the way he performs, there is nothing like New York City for him. And you can include the Jets or the Giants in that. My concern about the New York Giants, man, their coach is all but fired. So he would get a new coach after a year or 2, probably get a new general manager after a year or 2. And so his process kind of starts over. You look up, you're now getting ready for your second deal, and you may not have had the opportunities to really command what you're really worth for your second deal just because where you were trapped at. And so for all these guys, whether it's Travis, even if he goes number 1 overall, all these guys, Cam Ward, these dudes' real money going to be on their second contracts. If they go out there and do what we know they can do and they do it, man, you talking about $250 million to $350 million their next deals.
Right.
But you got to be in an environment, that helps you show that.
Can't just be sitting on the bench waiting on a veteran. You can't be, all that other stuff. You got to be in a situation like, I think, as you said, New Orleans will put them in. Their quarterback situation as of right now, as far as what's on their roster, Derek Carr, Spencer Rattler, and Jake Hanner. I'll take Shedeur Sanders for number 9, please, if I can. If he's down there, I think they'll love him. And we've seen Coach Prime, at the pro day. I think it was on the NFL Network where he said, "Hey man, I like these colors right here too, dog. Black and gold." Of course,
that was going to be my next choice. There's just 2 black and golds. The Saints wear black and gold, and the Steelers. And I think him with the Steelers, because here's what I like about the Steelers. and I'm a Cowboy fan, so if I'm saying this, woo, I need some water. Say what I'm about to say. The Steelers are always gonna have a damn defense.
Yeah.
And they're always gonna have a run game. Like, it is smash mouth football up there. What do those two things do? Allow for a quarterback to just be himself. You don't have to be the damn hero. You don't have to be this term that they try to act like as a negative, which it ain't, game manager either. But you don't have the stress of, like, you look at what Joe Burrows has to do for Cincinnati to be in the game because they don't have a defense.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers going to keep a defense. They're going to keep a run game, which means whoever their quarterback is, man, we need 2 touchdowns out you, dog.
Right.
And we win in 14, 14-10, 17-10, something like that. We in the playoffs every year with a Shedeur Sanders at quarterback. And then you look at Mike Tomlin as the mentor and guide to him.
Mm-hmm.
I still say New York as a metropolis, as a city, Madison Avenue, the lights 24/7. I love that for him. I would say New Orleans and the culture and the division being so kind of quote unquote watered down with young quarterbacks. Then after that, man, give me Pittsburgh.
I'm going to say I'm going to put your number 2 at number 1 for me. I'm going to put New Orleans at number 1 now because
New Orleans is my 1. New Orleans is my 1.
I thought that was okay.
I think New Orleans. The only thing attractive for me to New York is the city itself for business opportunities.
Yeah. But
I
as
don't
far
like
as
New York
their organization
situation.
Yeah.
So out of the 3, New York is my 3. For me, is New Orleans, Pittsburgh. Then okay, if I got to acquiesce to Giants, Giants or Jets for that matter.
The reason why I'm going to say the number 1 reason why I'm going to say New Orleans would be my number 1. You broke it down as far as you're going to play in Atlanta and New Orleans. Those are domes.
Yep.
Tennessee it's not going to snow. And Tampa Bay, a stadium I played in back in the day, that's a nice stadium and nice weather stadium down there. So you're playing in that division, Shedeur Sanders. I like that even better than the Steelers and their stability up there in that organization. But you'll be still playing in that frigid, Three River Stadium back in the day. I don't know if they changed the name or not, but that's what they called it back in the day. Playing in Cincinnati, Baltimore, So, I like that in New Orleans. Hopefully New Orleans will trade up and get him and be aggressive.
Yeah, if I'm them, it makes sense.
Makes so much sense.
But you know how football is, Chico. If what New Orleans is sitting there looking at, and then you have stuff like people overly excited. Don't get me wrong; it was a major deal to have an NFL owner at Pro Day, and have an NFL owner even talking to Shedeur and the Browns.
Yeah,
but when you got $1 billion, you'll show up somewhere just to make somebody thinking about something. Like you can't put a lot of stock into that. And so what New Orleans does have the luxury of doing is there's only so many teams in front of them that are really in the market for a quarterback. And if they don't take him, you really don't have to trade up to get him. If you want to guarantee get him because you can't get nobody on the phone, then you need to trade up to get him.
Yeah.
But if you're sitting there watching and the first 2 or 3 don't happen, you be like, okay, I might let me see what happens next. Because a lot of these folks in this stretch have their quarterbacks already. They need defense or offensive line, that kind of thing.
I would be worried.
Like I said, you're still a top 10 pick with the Saints.
Yeah, I would just be worried about somebody trying to leapfrog them to get the pick.
Oh yeah. Which to me that would be the Steelers.
Yeah. See.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Steelers or Raiders, if they make a move, then they trying to get them.
Mm-hmm.
You valid point there, Chico.
Man, I can't wait to see
I
what
would.
happens.
I just got concerns with the Giants and what I'm gonna call instability with the coaching, the chemistry with them and the ownership and the GM. I think whoever goes there, whoever they pick, I don't care what the player is, you're not likely to be playing for the same people by year 2, definitely year 3 of your contract. I mean, matter of fact, they're almost picking you to save their jobs.
Yeah. Yep. And
which
you
means
don't want
they
that.
finna play, which means they finna put you out there regardless.
Right. And that's what you don't want. And
no, you don't want it to be a regardless. I believe Shedeur Sanders could go into any NFL camp that's picking in the top 10 and truly win, the job. But to put him in a situation where even if he don't win it or he ain't ready, that we got to put him out there ready because I'm trying to save my ass. Like, I don't want that.
You know how back in the day it was such a difference in being in a big city like New York or LA or Chicago? Is it that much of a difference nowadays with how social media is and everything is connected? Is it that much of a difference being in New York as opposed to a New Orleans?
It's probably
Still?
It's probably not as big of a difference as it used to be, but there's still a difference.
Mhm.
Because you're still talking about walking outside to 500,000 people or walking outside to 10 million people.
Yeah. And everything is right there in New York. I remember taking a trip and
And
you
it
go
don't
right there to
close.
a radio station and
Yeah.
exactly. You go
Yeah,
hear
the
the radio
lights
station,
don't
that
go
radio
off.
station. And if you're in another city, you're gonna have to eventually go to New York to make media runs and do media
Mhm.
obligations and things of that nature also anyway. So yeah, I feel you. All right. Well, we're after
Yvette
the
Porter
hour.
says, Yvette Porter, Memphis,
Gotta
Tennessee.
get to some.
She says, wherever Shooter goes, I hope his new team will draft as many buff players as possible for him. You
Yeah.
know what? I think that law of averages that somebody from Colorado is going to end up on the same team with him.
Yeah, me too. And I think it'll just only be smart too. You want to make, your guys who you're drafting, especially the top 10 player that you're drafting, you want to make them as comfortable as possible. And even if they suggest the guy or they don't suggest them, I'm gonna, find out which guy he might be close to and see if he's on our draft board and say, okay, we're gonna consider this guy also, especially in the later rounds, just to make our quarterback comfortable and have another guy that understands his terminologies or just everything about this guy.
Now, let me tell
And
you
be able
this.
to relay it to the other wide receivers also is what I'm trying to say.
Y'all don't want to hear me say it, but I say it, Chico.
Yeah, big dog.
Neely on the NFL franchise, and I'm drafting Shador. I'm literally asking who else you need to come. L Boogie, you need Lauren the trainer to come. What do you need that you're used to having around you for you to be successful? And I'm talking about personnel wise. Is there a trainer? Is there an assistant coach? Is there a vending machine flavor you like? What you need in this building that helps you be successful?
And we'll go right there and get that. Make sure it's there.
No, absolutely. I'm not going to make that kind of investment in you and then not protect the investment.
Right. Or try to make you perform and make you, adjust and be the way I want you to be. No,
yeah, I mean, like case in point, Chicago Bears and the quarterbacks they've been killing them because they've been trying to make them be what they want them to be instead of let them be themselves.
Yeah.
Let them be what you drafted.
Oh. All right. I see y'all in the chat. Let me stop scrolling so quick so we can read some of them. Unk. It's NY's finest. I'll go through them things. If you have to draft a CU wide receiver to go with Shador, who will you pick? Wester, J5, or Will?
It depends on what I currently got on my roster. Like if I got a slot guy under major contract and he's younger, which means I'm gonna have him a while, then that kind of takes Wester J5 out. Will, with his length and what he did in that vertical, that back pylon threat, that 50-50 ball threat, you can't deny that. But when you look at metrics, I'm talking about body size. If I have a Wester or a Jimmy Horn, then it is what it is. But if I don't have one, that one damn play that Shador did to Wester in the rain, like I love that chemistry.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you answered it perfectly. It depends on what I have on my roster already. If I have a big receiver outside and I need a slot guy, I'm gonna look at Wester or J5. If I have those positions filled, then I'm gonna go outside and look for Will. And but I'm also gonna talk to the quarterback and ask him which one is he's most comfortable with, and who should we draft as far as 1, 2, 3, or 4 in with the picks that we'll have later on in the draft. So I would definitely ask the quarterback and go from there. Saints podcast talking about wide receiver 10 yesterday. New York can be hard on the player if they're not winning. That's what Shador said. Shador said, yes, he understands how hard New York can be. But if you're winning, as he plans to do, then that kind of nullifies all of that.
Let's go to the alternative, Joe Chico. Let's say he's not winning and it's not going well. Who do you know of in this draft that is better positioned to put up with outside noise, no matter what the type of noise is, than he is?
Right. And that's what you're going to
So
need
I
as
love
a
it. I
quarterback
love
in New
it for
York.
that reason. Yeah,
Yes.
I love it for that reason. It's like he ain't interested in your boos or your cheers. Like he gonna do what he do because that's what he does. He's not motivated, or he don't get high because y'all screaming. He don't get low because y'all booing. He has been trained to block out the noise, as his daddy would say, "Man, you a Sanders, get up." Like so, he has been trained that way his whole life. So cameras don't bother him, criticism don't bother him. He gonna go about his business. So MDG original is right as you are. I still say it makes it a perfect fit.
And look at the past drafts recently of the quarterbacks that has gone to the New York Giants or Jets. You got Daniel Jones, Zach Wilson, Sam Darnold, Geno Smith. All are in different locations, right? Is Zach Wilson still? Yeah, I think Zach Wilson's gone too. But all
but dig this, dog. And they all got better after they left.
Yes.
They all got better after they left.
Sam Darnold just got another big contract after he's gone. Geno, look, you see what Geno is and what he did in Seattle. So, you will have to pick someone at that quarterback position who's very headstrong to helm that and take over your team and be the leader of that team also. You wouldn't think, looking at him, a guy like Eli Manning, but if you look at the pedigree and what he's been through and his big brother and his dad and what they prepared him for coming into the NFL, you could see how he was able to handle the New York pressure. So now you have a chance to draft a guy who has that same type of pedigree, coming from a former NFL great who has been basically groomed for this his whole life. Then here's your chance, New York Giants. Here's your damn chance to do it again.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what the head coach wants and what the ownership wants, and if those are two different things. And if they are two different things, remember how they got publicly embarrassed on Hard Knocks wanting two different things with the Saquon situation. So it may be a situation where if the owners want him and the coach don't, then the owner's going to say, like, we ain't listening to y'all no more. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what kind of trades are made between now and then to move up. It's even though we're in just a 2 week or so period away from the draft, a lot can happen those 2 weeks. They give you indicators of what's going to happen, because right now, with all the pro days coming to a conclusion, is people are now going on these personal workouts and interviews. So it's going to be some more tipping of the hands out there to what's taking place. One thing I do know is, other than from a hater or two, that BS talk about his arm strength, you ain't heard nothing about that since Friday afternoon.
You ain't lying about that.
That went away real quick.
So bogus, man. Shout out to all my people from Chicago. That was bogus. You talking about the man arm strength? What? Find something else, dog.
Yeah.
But guess what, though? I do know this. We will be covering the NFL draft right here on the Pregame Network.
Yeah. Live on Thursday night. Live on that Thursday night.
Just like we normally do anyway. Unk and Chico live on Sundays and Thursday nights. We're going to bring it to you live stream right here. I don't know how long it's going to be, but we're going to have it for you from the start to finish. Thursday night is just going to be the first round, right, Unk?
Yeah, Thursday night. First night draft is one round only.
One round only. So we'll cover that, guys.
And then the next day is like 2, 3, and 4, and the final day is 5 and 6, something like that. It goes to Saturday.
Yeah, y'all look at some of the other quarterbacks too. They do pat the ball off. So I saw one DB saying that we're gonna be breaking on that. We're gonna be breaking on that. Dog. For one, that could be fixed. For two, if y'all breaking on the pat that fast, then y'all cold blooded. Y'all, hey.
And then the other thing too is, what if he pats the ball even before he hands it off? Maybe what you're looking for ain't included that he's passing, and maybe have y'all considered that maybe the pat is the F with you?
Man. Well, guess what? After the hour, 1:19 after the hour, but we still get a chance before we get up out of here to go to Hollywood.
Oh, she done checked in this thing. Little finger. Little jazz hands.
I come to eat you, my pretty. I don't know what you want me to say about these hands. These hands. You want some of these hands? everything looks out of proportion because I am talking to y'all from my phone because my computer doing what it want to do. But I'm watching y'all on YouTube on the computer. I don't understand.
Okay.
Great. Let me tell you this.
What
I think I told you before years ago that these hands over here is rated E.
For everybody.
Every
Okay, I like that. I like that.
They do not. Hey, Chico, these hands do
not discriminate. He ain't gonna fight a fly. He just be talking, honey. He just be talking.
65 E.
He just talking.
Hey, Miller said, "Girl, your hands are fine."
Thank you. He's like one of those people that get fixated on something. You know, you go visiting them in those little homes, and they get fixated on something, and that's all. That's what it is. What it is,
My therapist once told me I had a fixation with the oral stage of life.
That could be true. No. Did you really go to therapy?
No, just make this shit up.
I know. I was about to be like, oh hell no, I need to go to nobody therapy.
Never
told
me to leave.
Therapist would have told him, "You don't come back no more."
No more. Don't come back.
My vet Porter from Memphis 10 said, "Where are your red glasses?"
I can't. Okay, so listen, why vet? Listen, Miss Porter, I don't know what they are. I was just looking for those. I've been traveling back and forth. The reason I'm late today, sorry for my tardiness, because I just got off a flight. And so, yeah, please.
You ain't fly Spirit? You didn't fly Spirit. Why you ain't fly Spirit?
I did fly Spirit. On the way back, I flew Delta going. Flew Delta and I flew Spirit on the way back.
Oh, you bougie now.
Chico, why you take that comment out about me getting on the couch?
Well, I didn't.
You just put up there for a sec. You thought it was offensive. K. Miller suggesting I need therapy.
K. Miller, yes. Yes, Kay. Are you a therapist? Kay, if you are a therapist, people come lay on your couch.
I got King Jesus. I don't need therapy.
I don't think you have him either.
Well, you're right. I was lying again.
Right. See, just lying. That's something we're going to go talk to the therapist about.
But I don't have no problem telling people I lied, though. That's different between me and Chico. Chico go ride the lie to the end. Oh. Okay, so like M. Dot, you might be new here. We totally know it's pronounced Yvette.
No.
It's Yvette gave me permission to pronounce it Yvette because I'm country. So y'all don't have to keep correcting us. Like, we know it's Yvette. But because she's from Memphis 10, the Dirty Dime, aka Memphis Tennessee, is Yvette.
What's in Chico hair? Damn. Tyler's allergies? There's some in my hair.
The shades was in it. You ain't know it. They don't tell them probably got a bird in there.
Hey, let me tell you real quick. Real quick. This is what happened today. Real quick, Ollie.
This is about to go south quickly. Let me just prepare.
You come already, like.
I'll put my hat down.
No, it's all right, guys.
No, please. The floor is yours.
No, I'm saying the story is okay. It's just real quick. I was walking out of the store today, the grocery store, and this black girl walked in, right? Has some nice dress. Yeah, that's what I did too, Unc. Sometimes you don't see so many black people. So I was like, oh. And so I walked past her at first, and she walked on in. I said, man, hold up. She had a nice dress, nice put together hair. I turned around, walked back up in that thing. I knew she was going to think I was trying to come holler at her, you know?
But that's why you turned around, though.
No, I turned around because she had her hair nice, and I was like, hey, excuse me, do you do braids? Do you do twists or anything? She was like, nah. I was like, all right, well, thank you. And I turned around and left. I'm like, I'm not here to get your phone number. I just wanted to know if you do. I just wanted to know if you do.
You just tried to
hurt her feelings. You hurt her feelings.
No,
she thought you was about to holler.
I just want my hair braided.
She thought you was about to. She thought you were about to holler at her, and then you weren't, and now it's like, oh, that's what we done.
He was gonna holler had she like entertained it, but she knew that was BS he was coming with.
No, I want to get my hair braided for real, dog. Hers look good. I said, I did say your hair does look nice. I just wanted to ask because I need, obviously, she was like, oh, it's okay.
Okay, well, let me help you all out.
This is
welcome to Unk and Chico Live. Our entertainment reporter is here, Arlie from Arleywood, because Chico just gonna go on and damn on about some shit at the grocery store and never really go to a segment.
You're right. I was supposed to say, where did you get your hair done? And Could you hook me up with her? That's
You're
what
supposed to take your ass to the car and leave. That's what you're supposed to do.
No, y'all. Okay, well, here we go. Chico, next time the chat is giving you some great pointers for even how to find out how you can find your next braiding stylist. Even if you weren't trying to talk to the pretty girl that now is never going to talk to you, even if you were trying to talk to the pretty girl because you hurt her feelings.
I did look back and she was like, damn, he really gonna walk out and not say nothing else? I was like, yeah, I'm
right.
Did you catch her looking back?
Yeah, I caught her looking back.
Oh, you supposed to go back.
I looked back and I saw her. I wasn't trying to holler, man.
If
Julian said I was lame.
If you catch them looking back, you got to go to them then.
No, I just wanted my hair braided. I ain't want to holler. I just wanted my hair braided.
Don't you remember on Wait to Exhale when she would cross the street and she's like, "Oh, let me see if he looking back."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
Well, hey, maybe she'll bump it to me one day, you know, and then she'll have me a damn person that she can
braids hair.
Anyways, go ahead, Arlie. How you doing?
Well, it's all as well. It's a wonderful Sunday. Grind, sleep, repeat. So listen, have y'all heard? Oh my goodness, it's a new. I swear to God, diddy. Lit it. Anyway, no, there's no more ditties. Well, ditties, but anyway, Terrence Howard has come out with a story. You've heard it. Chico says yes. Neely, have you heard? So y'all do this. That's so cute. I love it. Y'all are always different. Terrence Howard was on a podcast. Yes, I understand. And in a good way. That's a blessing that you're not the same. Who would want to watch two of you do the thing?
Never for this like
him. Okay. I'm thinking. Anyway, so I see you and I know what you're doing. Anyway. So Terrence Howard was on the show and he's talking up. And he was just like, yeah, you know, Diddy, and the headlines, of course, say Terrence said Diddy tried to do him or tried to, you know, engage him in activities. But what really happened is he's saying that, you know, Diddy seems to have made advances towards him. Like he was like, hey, come by. I want you to be my acting coach. And then when, you know, Terrence Howard would get there and be like, hey, okay, what material do you want to work on? Because as an actress, you get your scripts and you like might have a specific character that you're trying to figure out or you might need some help with. And so he was like, okay, so what you want to work on? He was like, oh, I don't have none. He said he would just be staring at him. Diddy would be staring at Terrence. Then he said, oh, well, let me listen to your music. And he was like, oh, okay, then. So Terrence will bring his music. Because y'all know he plays the guitar. Like he's really a talented brother. And they listened to it and he said Diddy would just be staring at him. Like he never, you know, did anything beyond whatever. And so Terrence's assistant was like, you know, he want to F you, right? And then he was like, well, maybe Terrence asked the question first, like, what is he trying? I mean, what is he not ever trying to do no material? He not blah, blah, blah. And he was like, you know, he trying to get with you, right? And she was like, and Terrence was straight up like, you know, if your man car with some dude coming to you like that, I can't F with him no more. Like, I can't go over there because it's going to, you know, make me look like whatever. I said, Lord, now Terrence done got in the mix with this foolishness. He did not say that he has any kind of lawsuit coming or any of that, but he has put out there that Diddy tried to.
Yeah, I heard him. He basically was saying that Diddy asked for him to come to the studio, learn how to do some acting, and share his music. But the whole time he was just there staring at Terrence Howard.
What would you do, either of you, if you like, okay, so somebody want to help me with whatever? Like for women, we get that all the time.
Well, how
like,
long?
yeah, I'm gonna help you.
Like how long is he stay? How long's? Well, I answer my question.
Yeah.
Diddy called you up, say, Diddy, man, look, I want to talk about the Pregame Network, fall through that. Okay, cool. I get over there, I say something, and he's just sitting there staring. It's probably about a good 60 seconds of that, and I'm just gonna fart.
You just got farts on deck?
He probably does.
Dick.
Or you can fart on the man. You can fart on the man.
FOD. He's a fod. He is a fodder. Fodder. Not a farter, a fodder. Yes. Fart on demand. Jesus be offended.
So if that don't break up the staring, I'm gonna get the hell about there.
Then what do you think? That's sexy.
What do you think that's sexy?
No, I didn't think. I think this. I know it's
I
a
thought you said what if
I said, what if he thinks it's sexy? He's like, oh yeah, because he
okay,
knows where that comes from.
then I'm gonna shit. Let's see what you think about that.
Come on, dog.
You got S on D. You got just
Lord have mercy.
Neely sleepy at this point. What about you, Chico?
Listen, if I go to a meeting and Diddy
Chico
says he
gonna
wants
ask
to see me,
who could do my braids.
He's not gonna ask.
braid my hair.
Oh,
Nah,
another
man.
one, Jesus.
He's gonna be like R. Kelly
I
sitting
don't
on
know.
the porch. Come on and braid my hair.
That's another story. I just was sharing. First of all, tell us what you gonna do, Chico.
I was just
Then
gonna
I'm
say
talk about
Terrence Howard said that after that meeting, Diddy called back and wanted to schedule another meeting, and Terrence Howard was like, "Well, why?" And he said his assistant was like, "Man, I think he want to smash. I think he want your booty." And Terrence Howard was like, "Listen, man, once you do that, you can't go back. And if you play with any real man sexuality, real straight man, then you're gonna get a strong response." Is basically what Terrence Howard was saying.
basically.
And so, yeah, man, I would. I don't know if Diddy's sitting there licking his lips at me, and I'm supposed to be playing music or learning how to act or getting some acting tips or something. I don't know what do you do? You like what you doing, dog?
You'll lick your lips back at him.
No, indeed.
I'll just be like, what are you doing? Or what are we doing?
That's that weasel.
What are we doing?
You want to know what we about to do?
Yeah, what we about to do?
What is our activity about?
I'll be like, what is Ciroc at?
Oh, that's just gonna make it worse.
No, I ain't drinking nothing over there.
You know what? I might not need to be drinking anything.
That is going to make it 40 times worse. Because he's like, oh, we want to get in the mood. Oh, okay.
That's
what I've been waiting for.
I just want the chat to reflect on and understand that Chico's words, not mine. Chico said he would say, "So what we doing?"
That's a shirt. So what we doing?
What we doing?
This man just said that when Diddy was across the room looking at him, licking his lips, his response would be, "So what we doing?"
This is not going very well. Neely's going to fart on demand and then subsequently shit on demand. And Chico is going to say, "What we doing?"
Yeah, what we doing? Now, why you looking at
help us out.
Anybody in the South know that those are fighting words. Those are fighting words. Y'all know that.
That is true.
Help us out now. Diddy looking across the room, licking his lips. I fought. Diddy across the room, licking his lips, and Chico say,
"What we doing?" No, but you can't say it like that, Neely. He meant like, "So what we doing?" What it is, what's up?
What you farting for? Are you getting it ready for him? Neely over there getting it ready for him.
Rewind it.
I said, "What we doing?" I said, "Put my hands up, just like
what we doing." He said,
"In it." Hold on.
I'm gonna ask him.
Let me see. Let me do it.
Right, you need a PSA moment. You need a PSA moment.
Let me do it so y'all can see my hands. Any person in the hood know if anybody do this right here to y'all know what this is.
Right.
But that ain't what you did, Chico.
What we doing?
That ain't what you did.
What we doing?
Andre Walker in the chat said that's how Chico said it though. Exactly. Look, Chico, you didn't say it like no man about to fight. You said it like you want to know what's next on the agenda.
Yes, which is what we doing. Not licking lips. What we doing? This is I'm talking about hands on your mouth.
His was rated for everybody. It was rated for everybody. No, Portia.
Uncle Neely be like, all right. Uncle Neely will say, I brought my own baby oil. Look.
Right.
Baby oil is back.
Hey, Chico, I'll sit here in silence and let you try to flip it on me all you want to. You sat here and said, I'm going to ask that man, so what we doing?
Oh,
what we doing? Y'all know
what
time it is.
We have just to know that Diddy is, his court case is coming up. There are more. Hopefully, Chico will not be listed as somebody that's about to have to go have his own case.
They call me to the stand. Lord.
DJ Chat said Chico just fought.
Just fought, Chico. Just fought.
It's like the rule for everybody.
I don't know.
Like, hold up. You took Diddy, you took that the wrong way. Hold up. Now you understand?
Chad, I think I'm finna abandon now and I'm gonna just start saying, "So what we doing?"
So what we doing? And it can go, but honestly, that's a very universal term. I understand what you mean. Like,
yeah, I get you.
What are we doing?
Okay, look. Arlie,
Those
you
could
from
mean
Georgia.
two different things.
Well, you from Mississippi. You from
I'm
Mississippi.
from Mississippi.
You live in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
Chico, Alabama. We all know. All right now. I can walk into the Dollar General and there's a man outside. I'll be all right now. Like, he know, don't ask me for no damn money. Right. I can go in there wash pot aisle and there's a girl with a toddler on her hip in a sundress, and I go, all right now. They're two different meanings.
Right. Very true. Very true. What we doing?
Reflection of what Chico said. Chico didn't say. So what we doing?
That's the your
Chico
mind.
said. So what we doing?
Chico, I knew it was. I knew Chico. It was this one.
What?
It was one. It was the one that goes with the fuck.
There you go, Ollie.
It was that. It goes with the fuck, nigga.
Oh man.
No, but that ain't what that ain't.
Chico.
Oh my God. I can't wait to go back and clip that. That makes sense.
Oh Lord. So he just be waiting on it.
Yeah, y'all ride with that too. Y'all know good and damn well. I didn't say that, man. Like Steve Harvey would say, good and hell well. I ain't say that.
Good and hell well.
What we doing?
I like, but Vet. I love the. So what we doing? I didn't get permission from her to say call her White Vet, so I'm gonna call her.
No, you on the team. You call everybody on the team call her White Vet.
Okay. I don't want her to be like,
new shirt coming. What we doing? Lord.
I mean, she in Memphis. Your people up there in Hernando is close enough. Y'all South Memphis.
Yeah. We probably related. Ain't nobody named, and she probably has a middle name that goes with it. Because you in the country, you say your first and middle name.
Yeah.
Like my mama is not just Margaret. When she's in Atlanta, she's Margaret. When she is in Mississippi, Memphis, that area, she is Margaret Ann, and it runs right together.
Yeah, Ruby. Okay, I get it.
Next up, have y'all heard?
It's not just also at Chico House. It's not just it's so what we doing. Like that's his whole name. So what we doing?
Yeah, I done lost Keisha again tonight, huh?
Big Pit said $2 super chat. Appreciate that, Big Pit. Big Pit said Chico gonna wake up old. Gonna wake up old. And then chat. Hold on. I forgot this. Exhibit B. The man said, I probably just drank some Ciroc. I was like, dog, you volunteering to drink something?
No, he didn't say he was going to drink some Ciroc. He didn't say that. He said he was going to ask him where the Ciroc was. Equally as troubling. However, we want clarity. You know me, I'm about facts. I like facts.
Yes,
so
facts. I was going to say, where's the Ciroc?
Equally troubling.
So he gonna take the bottle.
Not meaning that I want the Ciroc right now to drink.
That man, I'm sorry, that woman said about that man, that is equally troubling.
Arlie, let's go to the next subject. Arlie, goodness gracious.
Somebody said, hear me cuss just up my way. I really did learn how to cuss later in life. It's really funny. It's a funny story. I'll tell y'all one day. Anyway, that's another story.
Okay. Arlie, I bet you say cuss words in the mirror and be like, ooh.
No, when I went to my class reunion, several of my class like, oh, shoot you, because they said they used to pick on me when I was younger. They said I didn't. My mother doesn't curse. My daddy doesn't curse around us. I'll say that. So I didn't grow up with people cursing a lot. And so when I went to school and I was, with my people, they were coming with it. And I'd be trying to say my little word and they said it just sounded so funny. And so, but baby, I can string them things along now. I can threaten lives with them now.
Oh no, she can cuss. You sounded like Prince when he cussed on Purple Rain.
When he was about to fight his daddy. Y'all ain't gonna talk about Prince. You know how I am about that.
No, Prince, rest in peace, Prince. But that scene right there, I was like, come on, dog.
I love him. Well, the funny part of that movie is when he runs in and gets his daddy. Dad, no, and he tries to push his daddy. Backhand him into that ball.
Like, man, get your little.
He just flew over there. It was terrible.
My grown ass son weighs 76 pounds. All in his head.
G-Man said, what Chico said, so where's the rock? He told Chico it's down in the cellar.
It's going down in the cellar.
Turn the light on.
No, we're going to turn that back on. We're going to turn that back around. Anyway, back to something more feminine and lovely and wonderful. Sierra new song out called Ecstasy, and she has been
She had
teasing
my
it.
attention at Sierra. What she did?
Chico, please, if you can, pull up her album cover.
Sierra. I've never been a
Sierra's
real
new
Sierra
album
fan.
cover.
I don't know why.
Well, she's from the A, and I grew up in the A, and so I give Sierra all her creds.
I've been a Sierra fan since they
That
Ride It
thing
video.
can dance. I like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Double up.
Keisha and Love
Double up.
said down in the cellar next to the baby oil.
What's the new
This story
What's the
has
name of a new
legs.
album?
Ecstasy. It's a new song, not album. And
Oh,
she's
okay.
in red. Look for her. You'll see red. Anyway, so she has a new one coming out, and all the things she's been doing to get ready to tease it have made her husband, who we all know is now with the New York Giants. They just going by coastal at this point. But it keeps making him hint at wanting a 5th child. Cinco. He keeps saying, what color you want Cinco's?
Andre Walker just said they said it's the reason Sierra stay pregnant.
That's why she stay pregnant, because she be riding it. In video. I mean, she got him I think she got his mind blown, because y'all saw his first wife. I'm not vanilla, baby. And then she went, he got a little Sierra. You see him? Now she is
I don't think that's very raunchy.
No,
it's not raunchy. It's just very it's very sexy. So she's been doing a lot of things. Like she has a whole Instagram video with a champagne glass. She's singing, laying on the floor with her legs up in the air, and the champagne glass, she's trying to not make it move, and it's on the end of her heels. So those are the kind of, like, she's been doing these videos with her back out. She's on top of like a pool table or something. But I'm doing her Uncle Luke. Hey, now, the way we like up. She's in that position, like it's a bunch of little.
Chico. And see, Chico, this is when it would be an appropriate time to say, so what we doing?
Right. That would be appropriation. That would be appropriate.
Yep,
it's that one.
That's Russell. That's Russell Wilson's wife.
Shout out to Sierra. She has a song. Everybody check it out. Ecstasy. She is doing her thing, and she'll probably be pregnant with baby number 5 very, very soon. Be ye ready. Chico, if I find a picture, I'm gonna take Neely. That's the one that Neely needs to see. The one on the pool table with her.
On the pool table?
Yeah, the one on the pool table. I don't know if it's considered. Did they say it was a pool table? She on top of something, and she is dipped down and tooted up. She like that. She's on.
She got an arch in her back.
Mm-hmm.
AYB, arch your back.
Oh Lord, it's always some initials.
BDC, Big Dog Chico.
Did we have Booty Arm?
You know what? At the top of the show, Booty Arm couldn't make it tonight, so I did a Booty Arm in his absence, but mine wasn't as good as his. Oh, yeah, there go Booty Arm. Make it clap too. You made your booty arm.
I know.
BBL booty.
BBL booty.
So,
whiskey, Owski, Wowski, Oski.
Let me tell all the chat out there too.
That's why she about to have 5.
We ain't gonna get too raunchy now. I almost said something.
Doubly bless whoever tell you something. Chico, I want you to follow me now.
Are you calling me like that with Sierra on the?
I'm going to tell you something because I'm going to educate the chat on something and you're going to back me up.
I bet.
You see her knee?
Yes, sir.
Come up her thigh, right?
Uh-huh. Ooh, that crease right there.
Right when you get to, it look like a booty arm. That little crease right there.
That crease.
If you got that crease, you fine.
You fine.
He ain't lying. I can do that.
That crease right there. That's like crease, that's like handlebars. Okay, all right. Let's go to the next subject.
Moving on.
Go ahead, moving on.
Hold it right there with your fingers.
Poor young thug. We're not sure what. Y'all ain't listen. Y'all done got your booty on.
See, like right in them 2 creases. You hold right there, them 2 with them fingers, and
what they say? You're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to the deacon. Wow.
So
shout out to Sierra. Check out her. That's right. Where is the Ciroc? That would be important. Not for me. I love Sierra. One time they want me to play her double. Just want to play her. But anyway, so Young Thug, y'all remember back in November, his case, it was the longest running case in Georgia history. Our girl was going after everybody, and so he had been in jail for like it was almost a full 2 years, and they finally he got, the charges. Some charges dropped, a lot of charges handled. He can't come back to Atlanta for like 10 years, 15 years. He's on probation. Well, looks like he tried to, and I guess for lack of a better word, dox one of the district attorneys in the office that was having her own case against someone else. The case was supposed to stay sealed, and somehow he on his social of her and the comment "biggest liar" in the DA office. He since took it down, of course, because that goes against some of his probation orders. And immediately on April 2nd, the Fulton County District's office filed a motion asking a judge to revoke his real name, Jeffrey Williams's probation, which would mean he'd have to go and serve the full 20 years in custody.
All
So
because of
he posted her information. It wasn't Fonnie Willis, which we all know and love. It was this other DA, and I don't know her name. I'm trying to look for her name right quick. But he would have to go and serve the time. And so then he posted a nice little picture saying, like, I don't make threats to people. I'm a good person. I would never condone anyone threatening anyone or definitely participate in threatening anyone. I'm all about peace and love. But that was after, his millions of fans started threatening this lady's life. So they've been, they figured out who her mama was, who she was, like going after her. And so, of course, they filed a document. It's called a strong motion. And a strong motion in a court refers to a formal request to the judge that is well supported by facts, legal arguments, and evidence, making it persuasive and likely to be granted. They have a whole big section. You're supposed to put like what you anticipate his legal argument is going to be, his attorney's legal arguments are going to be. And so we're going to have to see what happens, because he might have to go serve all that time.
Did he say, I hear what he said after the fact, but did he say why he posted it in the beginning?
He was really pissed at Georgia's our district attorney's office, because he served that case. And I know a lot of people probably didn't follow it. But if you weren't in Georgia, you didn't follow. I know a lot of your viewership is in Georgia, so they knew about it. It was just a real interesting case. Folks would be coming in there getting in trouble. People started talking. He never talked enough to get out, but young Gunner, this other guy, people were getting shanked in jail. Like it was in jail. It was a really, really hard case. I'm not sure what made him post her specifically. She was part of the DA's team that had him in court for the whole duration. He's all his response was, "I'm just here for peace and love. I ain't mean no harm," basically.
And what did he say right here? It said biggest liar in the DA office.
Yep.
Well, don't send nobody after me, dog. I got love for you, but making a comment online so everybody can see, got to be the biggest dummy in the world to do something like that after just getting off, dog. I stay off social media. These days, social media, man, God,
it's gonna get you killed. It's gonna get you killed
for
in
likes,
trouble.
For what? If I just got off like that, man, listen, dog, I'm not saying nothing about nobody. I don't care what y'all think about me, want to think about me, should think about me, thought about me yesterday. I'm living my life now because I got a new lease on it. I could have been in jail. I'm Lil Duval in this thing.
With you ninjas. Yeah. Because he had moved. He's not even allowed to come back here unless he has to perform here. He got
I wouldn't
special
want to come
permission to
back.
perform. Absolutely. Which just you can't, I don't know how we explain to these people that this is not your best idea, but
Okay. Shout out to Rashonda. She says she's in Atlanta. The judge has already dismissed the charges against him. Hopefully so,
the
man.
document that you had up, Chico, that's what it said.
Okay. Well, I just had it up there. I definitely didn't read all of it, of course,
No, like go back to it. Like it was the order signed April 3rd saying like it's not.
Well, they didn't file it until then, so I'm trying to figure out how but I guess they were like, they don't want this to come back no more. Fonnie Willis is just trying to win again. Lord have mercy. But
see the last sentence, probation imposed by this court. The court declines to revoke the defendant's probation based on the violation asserted, signed April 3rd.
He better be glad. April 3rd. They must have all done it all, and they did a sweeping all in the same day.
Well, listen,
Not shout out to you, Young Thug. Stay
nah,
in Atlanta and stay out of trouble. Now,
man,
the
stay
lady now
off
has
the
protective
internet.
service. She now has
Rashonda
protective
Coleman
service. That's on
says
her.
Rashonda Coleman says the way Fannie presented it was totally different than the facts. He retweeted a pic and provided his opinion, and he actually did lie. No, she dismissed the probation violator. Blah, blah, blah. Appreciate the update, Rashonda Coleman.
Hey,
Rashonda got
Rashonda
a
in
nice little
Atlanta.
profile picture. Look, Rashonda, a nice little
She's
profile
pretty.
picture.
Hey, girl. Hey.
Why
Well,
gotta
we
be
don't
little
play and we
profile
ride
pic?
on things.
Because it's small on my screen.
Oh, like yeah. There you go. Recover on that one. You got that.
It's true. I mean, like I can't see it. That's small.
Okay.
Got the
And I
nipples
want
out, the
to.
cleavage out. I'm just giving a compliment.
All right, Rashonda.
She that he.
Oh, what's up, Minnesota and Billy? And I want to shout out to. I don't know if y'all gonna go to this concert or not. Might be the last time you can. Not sure,
Is
but
it What We Doing tour?
I don't think you're
Ciroc
gonna
in
do
the
what he
cellar.
do.
Ciroc in
Sriracha's
the cellar album.
with the booty juice. Okay, the Queen's tour.
Queens.
The
Who is
Queen's
this?
tour.
Janet Jackson.
Gladys Knight, Shaka
Oh, the
Khan,
real queen.
Patti LaBelle, and the real queens, and Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, I'm
They are
probably miss
not
that
coming
one.
to Atlanta. I feel some type of way because I just want to go see it, just to say I saw it. I've seen 2 out of the 4 of them in concert. Gladys Knight sounds like money in a glass. It's amazing. Patty always on it. I've
I
heard Shaka Khan. I've never seen her in concert.
I did see Patty, and they said she like 80 and her boyfriend like 40 or something.
Patty got a 40. You telling me something?
But yeah, look at Chico. Somebody posted it. I seen earlier today. Put Google Patty and a
Is
young
there something
man.
wrong with that? Is there
Patty
something
got
wrong with that, guys?
yes,
I'm just like
yes,
announcing it.
yes.
I mean, I'm asking though to the chat and everybody else. Do y'all think something wrong with that?
No, I
He
don't got
said
nothing to do
no.
with it.
I said yes because I just always wonder if I'm 40 years your senior. What are we talking about? I guess
And you gonna
with the
want to feel like
Ciroc or
you're
something.
young.
Oh,
What
they
is
talking
really
about that
happening?
though. I know they talking about Patty Pie, and not that one that came out for Thanksgiving.
Ain't
I
lying.
mean, I don't know what to say with that.
That first picture, Chico, say
Which one
Patty
is
80,
it?
and how old is he? Like I remember somebody saying it.
46.
He 46. Yeah, Patty 80. He 46. Go ahead, Patty.
Get it, Patty. Patty.
Somebody said, I
Say
know he tearing Miss
my
Patty Pies
name.
up.
Man, we need to keep
That's
him
not
up.
her son. Her son is older than him.
Well, hey,
Man, let Patty be great. Let that man be great.
I'm trying to tell you.
She and Cher and that other little young boo, Patty and Cher and that boy that has the baby with
That boy. It's like
that's
an
like a
auntie
little
they be
old
talking about.
auntie. That little boy, because he 30 some. Cher's boyfriend has a baby with what's the girl that Amber Rose. Amber Rose's former baby daddy date Cher. So maybe all of them need to just go hook up.
I don't know, man. These people be
Patty
passing
got a
it
young man.
around.
Patty
Yeah,
got a
I
young
mean,
man.
okay, he getting a good life. But Tina Turner also had a young husband or man. He was, I think, 20 to
Chico, let
30
me ask
years
you
of
something.
Yes, sir. Oh Lord. I already know what's coming.
Take Patty, take her money out of it. We talking about the age. What you do with one that was 80?
I don't think our body parts working right when we 80.
I'm asking Chico.
Oh man.
I plead the fifth.
What about you, Neely?
You give me that, you can clip. Nope, I plead the fifth.
What about me?
Yeah.
Do or die. Ain't no lie. Patty Pie. Lakers and 5.
You gonna be full on Patty Pies.
I can't do it, dog.
Full.
I can't do it.
But she's cute though.
I'm not talking about Patty. We talking about the number 80.
Is she really 80?
About the number 80. I can't do it, dog.
I didn't realize she had gotten to 80 yet until they
But K
started
Miller
talking
is
about
exactly right. Chico gonna ask her what we doing.
it.
What K Miller says.
So what we doing?
What we doing, Patty? You gonna be playing around? What the pies at? downstairs in the celibate. Yeah, she is 80 years old, born May 24th,
Chico was slapping, flipping, and
1944.
rubbing down. That what G-Man said. G-Man.
I'll be like
Chico, they believe
Marcus
you'll
on.
do it. Chico, they believe you'll do it.
Hey, I'll be like Marcus on Boomerang, and when she turned the lights off, I'll be like, can you make it a little bit darker?
Patty gonna be Chico.
I don't have any panties on.
Come out and hey.
Well, go put them on then.
Daryl Ralph, come on, Daryl.
But listen, though, she I'm sure she
Daryl
don't want to get
said
physical.
dried chitlin can't do it.
I'm sure. I'm sure she don't want to get physical, dog. She just want to. You know what she wants? This is what Patty wants. This is what any 80-year-old wants.
Because clearly you know.
I'm gonna tell you, and I want you to let me know if I'm lying or not. Tell me. I mean, just let me know. Here we go. Every or any 80-year-old woman, all she wants is some sugar. Baby, come here and give me some sugar. That's all she wants, some sugar every once in a while. Just give me some sugar.
And how many 80-year-old women you been with to come up with this outcome?
A lot of 80-year-old women in the projects when you walk around when you're a little kid, maybe in the windows. Hey, Chico and the man. And, you know, all they want is some sugar. Oh, yeah, come and give me some sugar. I'm like, man, all y'all want this sugar. So I'm sure that's all they want from
Chico.
Uncle James is some
has
sugar.
It dawned on you that if you was a kid in the project and she was 80, that you was actually being molested? Like, Chico, you were a victim.
Come on, man.
I mean, your own testimony. You said I'm a little kid walking in the project, 80-year-old lady talking about give me some sugar.
There's a lot of ladies say, give me some sugar. You say, ooh, he gonna be a little heartbreaker. I said, what is that? I don't want to break no heart.
It all makes sense now. That's where you developed it. So what we doing?
So what we
used
doing?
To walk around the neighborhood with the project,
old ladies,
knock
so what
on
we
the
doing?
old lady's nose and say, so what we doing?
So what we doing? My auntie used to say, go on, boy, get off my push before you let out some gas. I'm like, what? Yeah.
Okay.
Maya said the old ladies was kissing on little Chico.
Oh, he was
give me some sugar. Tell me them old ladies don't want no sugar.
I feel like they want sugar, but I don't think it depends. How we giving them the sugar?
They said I didn't catch the nonverbal cues from Arlie while she was telling the story. What was the nonverbal cues? Because obviously I didn't catch it.
You sure caught the nonverbal cues from P. Diddy.
Take that.
He said Patty wants you to keep her moisturized. Oh, no, thank you.
Chico, you need some therapy. I do, dog. I do.
I got
well, y'all. Yes. Was that it, Arlie? We be talking over your story.
I know, and Arlie. It's okay because
we got like 3 minutes, Arlie. We got to hit the 2-hour mark.
Arlie be coming on here with 3-minute stories, and we make them go to 30 minutes.
I know, and I love y'all for it. Thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet in the chat room. I love y'all too because y'all keep me up late into the morning, and I just appreciate it so much. But I want to talk. Do y'all? You can throw. This will give you you probably gonna shake your head conversation, but you know our boy Kanye, Ye. I don't know what he's called now.
Yeah,
he's not doing anything other than what he's always been doing. And I just wonder if y'all think, you know, we're all people with kids. Chico, I think Chico do you got a kid, Chico? Don't you have a little
yes, in this area? Or what are you talking about? Because Chico
got him in this area code.
They call him BDC, the International Condom Tester.
Okay.
What are we doing?
Well, you know.
He just said, so what we doing?
I'm getting a shirt. I swear to God, y'all gonna see me. I'm about to make me a shirt on somewhere Canva somewhere and see if I can get it printed. Right? Not Canva. Who prints shirts?
You're wrong with the Ye story. Stop playing.
Do what?
The Ye story.
What's
I'm just saying. So Ye and Kim Kardashian. You know, there might be some concerns about their children because Ye is doing so many. They have shared custody as of now, but because Kanye is off his meds or on his med, we don't know what the reason is. He's doing all the things. Like I would have thought they would have taken him. Why do you think they haven't gotten custody from him after he had Bianca Censori naked at the award show. Was it the Grammys? And she had on, and she kept pulling it down, but it was see-through.
What they got to do with his kids though? That lady can wear what she want to wear, and he can still be a father, right?
Yes.
Let me know. All right. So
Yes.
you're gonna take my
However,
kids because of what my girlfriend wore on the red carpet.
my wife
My
and
wife, okay.
what are we
And we
doing?
just got a divorce, or they got separated or whatever. Y'all not
They
taking my
back.
kids.
They stay together.
Did y'all see Kanye wear a black Ku Klux Klan
Those are the
KKK
reasons.
outfit?
Yeah. Yeah, that's part of the problem. They're concerned about some of the things. Really, what set it all off was that North was on the oldest daughter, Northwest. That's still funny to me. Northwest was on this. I can't think of the rapper's name because they all got initials now.
What
YNG.
he's worried about is his daughter going into the headed right down the footsteps that her
Mama.
mom went down,
Mhm.
and dealing with rappers and possibly becoming famous because of a sex tape and all this other stuff. That's what he's really worried about. He said he has no control, no say so over these things, and how's he going to be a father? With all these things
How old
going
is
on.
North now?
11, I believe. Let me look it up. I think she's 11.
Yeah, my 11-year-old shouldn't be doing stuff like that.
11.
I
Yeah.
didn't see what she was doing. What was she doing?
Well, I haven't seen her do anything that was of concern, but she is like a rap. Her daddy put her on a rap song with Diddy was in there supposedly, and so that was of concern. And then, but Kim, some rapper usurped Kanye to ask Kim, could North be on his album? And so as a person who's been in the studios, it is no place for 11-year-olds. It is no place for 20-year-olds sometimes. It's just the studio is an interesting
So
place.
y'all be in the studio saying, so what you doing? What we doing?
Basically, I don't say that, but people say that to you. I'm not asking nobody, so what we doing? I'm trying to sing my background or sing whatever you ask me to do. I'm not. So
When
what's
they
your
ask you,
name?
what did you say?
When I'm singing this song, thank you so much.
Mhm.
That's why.
Sing a song.
But as a young person, you feel some kind of way. You feel like you need to like
Do something.
right, because it's just
Do
this.
something to do
It
something.
becomes right. It becomes part of the culture. But so that's why my mom and them, when they'd ask, could I come to the studio? If we come to the studio, I was like, they mess up everything, thinking they messing up my opportunity to go in here and sing and be on this album. Blah, blah. They were really
They
saving my
trying to
life,
keep
and I
your
didn't even
cat from
know it.
getting to it.
Right. See?
Period. So I don't know how Kanye gonna save. I mean, because I don't know how old Kim was on her sex tape, but all of them had, the other sister had one too, Courtney. That was like a thing for them. Let's have a sex tape.
Yeah. I'd be worried about my child too, living and coming up like that. But at the end of the day, you chose to stick your ding-a-ling in her,
No,
and
he didn't.
that's what happened. Yeah.
I don't think they had.
Don't
I
act
mean,
like
I
you
know they
don't
had.
use the word. You know exactly what a ding-a-ling is.
No, but I was saying she did
I'm talking about
surrogacy, so I don't think they stuck no dingalings in nowhere.
All right, we said it 3 times. We can't say no. We can't say it.
Yeah, if you
4
say it
times.
4 times, one will appear.
Ooh.
Say it. I bet you won't say it.
I'm so scary. I'm scared.
Lord
I'm
have mercy.
scary. Here we
Nowhere
There you
go.
go.
Unk and Chico
where
after
you will
dark.
have
If
a
she would have said
discussion
the
like
4th
this.
time, Chico would be like, so what we doing?
Right. I don't Chico. I'm sorry. I drink
So
tequila.
Chicago, based on G-Man, Chicago don't claim Ye no more. I think he born in Atlanta anyway, wasn't
Man, how y'all gonna not claim
No, he's
Yeezy?
from Chicago.
he? I think he's from Georgia.
South side, baby. Shout out to the Wild 100s
I'm not saying.
in Chicago. I was that close to being from Chicago.
Oh shit!
People still say that. I was almost born in New York.
My brother was born in Chicago, but he ain't from Chicago.
Where the hell he from there? He was born
He's
there.
from Jackson. You from where you went to school at?
We're not claiming Kanye West either in Atlanta.
That's right.
What the thing say? Read it.
It says he was born in Atlanta, but he
Told
moved.
y'all.
But you said where you go to school is where you claim. He didn't go to
I'm
school there.
not
He was like,
saying. Look, wait. Let's pause. Rewind. A guy named G-Man in the chat, who I'm going to assume is from Chicago, because he says we. He says we in Chicago are not claiming Ye. And then I said, well, I guess that he got to be with Atlanta now because that's where he was born. And then you said, he ain't run no damn lamb. Let me Google it. And then when you Google, you went.
Is that the face I made? Because I want to redo my face. I need to redo the face altogether. I got to redo the face.
On the one night, I might have had something to do tonight. We get on here and we go 2 hours. On the one night, I might have had something to do.
Yeah, the damn thing. Because we were supposed to go an hour. We said we were going to do.
I said that because
y'all missed me and y'all were happy. I got off my plane.
I miss you all the time. Ain't no damn doubt.
Sound like Vernell on Martin. Did you miss me? Remember Vernell? The Vernell Watkins show?
I didn't really watch Martin. I'm sorry.
You don't watch Martin. It's like me saying I didn't eat
barbecue. I watched at Martin. I didn't like watch Martin like I watched Cosby and Different World. And
we might take your black card.
I watched episode, but I watched the Evanses. I watched Sanford and Sons. I watched all of them on syndication as I got older.
Martin in that same category. You really need to have seen every Martin episode 3 times to be black.
Right. Yeah, you gotta know what's happening before it's gonna happen.
I watched what's happening. Y'all don't watch what's happening.
Episode of
but come on, dog. We talking.
Oh, we already know you ain't got nothing to do. You missed that chance at the grocery store. Yeah, man, you missed that.
He really did. Particularly when she looked back.
I could tell a story that has nothing to do with this, and y'all would make it to do with this. I sat here and said, I did not go.
If you look back, I got you.
I did not go to holler at the girl. I went because I was like, man, I need to find somebody to braid my hair. That's all. And boom, here comes a black girl walk by with a nice hair. So, anyways,
you look like Heat Miser.
Do
you remember Heat Miser?
Who is Heat Miser?
Type it in. Type in Heat Miser. HEATMISER and put it up.
Hold on.
I'm Mr. Heat Miser.
I didn't know he had a song.
People used to call me when I had my hair back in the day. Oh, see, something like that.
Put it up, Chico. Don't laugh. Put it up. Put it up.
I didn't know Heat Miser had a song.
I did used to be called Blanca. Remember Blanca from Street Fighter?
Yeah.
His hair was like that? Yeah.
Why we can't get Heat Miser up? You scared?
No, I gotta do it. I gotta do it a different way.
You gotta do something else. It's processes.
I agree, Keisha in love. Her black card is taken. She ain't seen no more.
Mine?
Yeah.
Man, as black as I am, I'm black, y'all. I know every stanza to lift every voice and sing, but y'all gonna take my black card over Martin. Okay.
Here you have Chico's hair on the screen. Pick any one of them. Heat Miser.
I'm black, y'all. I'm black.
Pick any one of them.
Anyway, you pick the first one up there.
Black, y'all.
And everybody do exactly what it was too. Y'all, wow.
Hercules Brown, appreciate that $2 as we wrap up in this thing. Yvette Porter, Arlie, you need to experience Brother Man from the Fifth Flow in Martin.
I know Brother Man. I've seen episodes of Martin. I've seen many episodes, but I have not watched it.
What's his name?
I'm Brother Man from the Fifth Floor.
Wait, what's his name?
Because he didn't put 5
I know, I just tested you.
What's his name, though, Arlie?
He walked like this. He had like a little pimp, and he come down through the window. He just would appear. I know who. The little big man.
What's his name?
What's Daryl's name? Brother Man.
Okay, see.
And the one when Martin would be the one with the little snot out his nose. The girl with the hair. What's her name? Not Shakisha.
Oh, Brother
Stop
Man.
Stop the questions for a second as we get ready to get out of here for real. Keisha in Love says, "I braid your hair, Chico." I do want to point out that she called you Choco earlier, though. Yeah, I'm gonna let her make it because the I and the O next to each on the keyboard, but she said Choco earlier.
All right.
That's her nickname. That's her chocolate drop.
We embrace the C students around here. You understand? You know.
She called him Choco.
I'm the same way, Chico. I don't want no smart girl.
Both flow.
Too smart.
She asked too many questions.
I bet Keisha got those little bitty braid fingers too. You know, some girls have those little thin braid fingers to where they can make those little bitty thin braid to my cartoon stuff like this. And just, ooh, boy, if I put a hot comb on this, what?
Your hair probably down to your shoulder.
A damn M&M fell out your head when you did that.
Somebody holler at somebody.
A red peanut M&M fell out your damn head. Like, well, you got snacks in your head.
You got a black jelly bean stuck in your beard right there. You gonna pull it out when the show over.
I probably do.
He thought that's a good idea.
Good place to store it.
That's
Chico.
nice. Like monkeys.
We got to get out of here.
Thank you, man. Wrap this damn show.
We got to get out of here, dog. We got
wrap
to
it up, B.
Wrap this ish up.
2:10, 2 hours, 10 minutes.
God bless you.
Chico
We can't
live.
do no 5-hour marathon again like this, dog, just on the whim. We got to wait for a little while. All right.
Yeah.
But until the next time, Goonsville Clothing, Big Dog Chico, Uncle Neely, Thee Pregame Network, Travis Hunter for the Heisman.
What did it say?
Sanders.
What else? Grind, sleep, repeat.
It's 2.
It's Sunday.
And everybody else, man. Chico, no Diddy oil for me. All right.
No.
Until the next time, y'all know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, comment, all the other good stuff. The biggest dog Chico to the scene, the place to be, coming to you live and direct. I'm going to get up out of this same piece in the Middle East.
Hey, as we go out of here, put an SWWD in the chat. SWWD.
What that stand for, Unc?
So what we doing?
What we doing?
I ain't even gonna let the beat drop it. They hear that sound, they know what time it is.
SWTV.
Not SWV.
Unk and Chico, Sunday Night Live.
What we do?
Live and direct.
What we do?
It's another Sunday night.
What we do?
Another what?
It's another Sunday night.
All right.
Another Sunday night live with Unk and Big Dog Chico.
Car, home, auto, life. 303-343-3515. Go to the website.
It's another one.
Stay deep.
It's another one, baby.
Stay farm. We love y'all.
It's another one.
303-343-3515.
Another Sunday night live with Unk and Big Dog. With Unk and Big Dog. With Unk and Big Dog.
So get ready for it.
And Chico. Chico is the Chico at your house.
Another Sunday night live.
What we
Unk
doing?
and Big Dog Chico.
What we doing?
Let the wall, I left the wall.
Thank y'all for coming out. God bless you. Good night.
So what we doing?